It's guess the rank time. So, little bit of a, you know, Spazza couldn't be here, okay? After the Osu Mega Mix, all of his energy was gone, and so he went back to the den, where he's, wherever, I can't remember where he's staying, and he's having a little nap. So can we get a sleep tight Spazza in the chat? Thank you. Sleep tight Spazza. But I'm here with Zutinator instead, and we're gonna guess your rank.
Yeah, I'm the last minute addition. I'm pretty sure Dan came up to me 30 minutes ago. I was playing ranked play. He says, why don't you come up on stage with me and guess some ranks? And last time I did that, I was horrible. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to do it again.
So there are a couple of rules here. You have to have your own peripherals, okay? No messing about. No, like, please, can I lend a keyboard? Please, I don't have my tablet. You have to have your own peripherals, okay? Or be able to borrow one of your friends. And the second one is scan the QR code, put your name in, and we'll put you into the drawing to be on as our second guest. You may have already seen it if you're in the audience, that we've already got someone on stage. We don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. Did you see?
No, I think I saw some motion, but I swear to God.
Okay.
No, we can't see anything. There's barriers put up, so we're completely blind now.
Have you ever guessed a rank before?
Okay, my first rank guessing experience, I think I was on like Coefficient Subathon, I think he was doing, and I got them all like I couldn't have gotten them more wrong, I think, but I did a little bit of bullying, so that's kind of what I'm looking forward to right now.
Oh, brilliant!
That was fun.
But the other thing is, there's been a rework since, hasn't there?
Oh my goodness! I haven't played much since the rework, but I don't even know what's going on. Like,
Yeah, I have no idea what star rating means
I don't
anymore.
know.
I legitimately don't. You could add hidden to a map, and it could be just wildly different. Like, tournament pools are foreign to me. You see numbers between like 5 and 9 on like what used to be 7-star map pool. I don't get it anymore.
Yeah, we gotta tighten up the playtesting now. It doesn't. I don't think star rating matters at all since a while ago.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so the other thing is we have prizes to give away. If we don't guess your rank to within, let's say 10%, so. Let's do. You feeling confident?
No.
No. Let's do it 5%. If we don't guess your rank to within 5% of your value, you will win courtesy of the COE sponsor Wu-Ting, a lovely Uwu.
Ooh.
So if you were thinking about it, and maybe not, maybe you don't want to enter, we want to guess your rank and give you probably give you an Uwu.
Hey, those things are really nice. I did play on it. I actually played on it when I was doing my ranked play because I had to play.
Have you never used one before?
No, I've used one, but I started anchoring my thumb on the spacebar, so now I have that muscle memory, so I went back to the keyboard. But I do like the keypads for the accessibility of these lands especially.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
So, can I ask production, are we ready with the first player? Okay, so we'll look away. We'll look down.
Are we looking down? Oh.
Production says,
Looking away.
Next player. So, and this is half the fun, okay? You guys get to know what this is. You guys get to know exactly who this is. We don't. We have no idea. And it sounds like it's spicy.
I feel like they're going to throw in a really high-ranked player.
Well, no, it's not throw in. It's all random.
It is all random.
So the Osu gods are going to throw in... and welcome to the stage, Cookie Z.
Oh my God, where is Cookie Z?
Z's
Have you
here.
seen him? Oh my goodness.
Guys, Vaxay.
That would actually rock my world.
Does he have a rank anymore?
Vaxay? No, I think he streamed like a month ago or something.
A month ago.
I don't know what's going on anymore, man. Where is everyone? Where are they all going? So I'm just looking at your shoes now.
They're a bit beat up, aren't they?
No, yeah, the
stitching is coming.
The stitching is coming
up a bit.
That must mean they're really comfy.
They are actually really comfy. So I walked 20,000 steps yesterday because we walked to the gym, we walked home, and then we walked to the shop and walked home, and then we walked to the event. And they were like 45, 50-minute walks every time. And we walked to get bikes as well. So it was horrible.
Oh, did you rent bikes?
We're renting bikes.
How do you rent? Do you have to go to like a store?
You have to have a travel card in the Netherlands, or have a friend who does, and they can rent 2 bikes for you.
I do want to rent a bike. Everyone's biking. Like it's serious business here.
You know how to ride a bike?
Of course. I know how to ride a bike. I know how to swim.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Some people don't. That's why
Some
I
people
ask.
don't, and
Some
that's
people,
okay.
I don't want to assume.
Just saying I can.
Okay. Okay.
I can. Can we look now? Are we? What's going on?
Can we? Yeah. We were waiting for production. Are we allowed to look?
I have a flashlight and hidden on.
Okay. Okay. Now we got to look out at the crowd, see who's missing.
Oh yeah, because I obviously remembered everyone that's here.
I was saying.
Like I can see people obviously.
As soon as we came up on stage, do you know how wild it is to look out on people and not be able to see like facial features because of the lights on the stage? Were you expecting it to be this bright?
Well, actually, fun fact about me, I used to play in my school's jazz band, so I actually was used to the
What instrument did you play?
I was playing electric bass, actually.
Oh, wow.
So unfortunately, I have dropped it since then, but
Okay.
it was some chills. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I know. I don't know how Spazza pointed me out, because like I can only see the front row people, actually, so.
Yeah. And that's only because the lights have come up now.
Yeah. Wow. But I'm very excited. This is my first time on stage, actually, in a very, very long time.
How long was it since you played in that jazz band?
In the jazz band?
Yeah.
Well, high school, so 2018.
I was gonna say, do you want to say?
Like 2016, 2017. I only played for 1 year because they graduated, the other people. So don't laugh at me, guys. Are you laughing at something on screen or are you laughing at me? Come on.
We're not. We are. It's illegal to look behind us.
Yeah, we cannot look.
Production have said it's illegal to look behind us, and we'll get kicked off the stage if we do. Are we ready?
Ooh. If we look
now,
we look behind us,
are we allowed to look? Okay.
Hunter, Hunter, pick up the phone, bro.
I did.
Oh. Oh, he did.
Okay, so guys, how are you finding COE so far? It is the Tuesday. It's the day 2 of COE. How has it been?
Yeah, let's get a.
We get.
It might as well be day 4. That's what it feels like.
It's everything, and so much happens. A show of hands, who was at sushi?
Wait, I missed that. I didn't know everyone was going to sushi at that time slot.
It was so good. You missed out. You'll have to come again next year.
Who wants to go to sushi with me when it's cheaper? Anyone? Yeah, I see some hands. All right, we'll go to the cheap slot, all right? I have Canadian money, so I'm not exactly very strong right now.
There's chaos going on backstage.
I'm hearing like, wait.
Yeah.
Wow. It's gonna be fine. We can't listen too closely, otherwise they're gonna accidentally leak their name, leak their rank, leak their address. He picked up the phone twice.
Okay. First player's ready. First player's ready. Okay.
Supposedly.
Awesome. Right. So they've got 10 minutes.
They're live.
They're
live right
This
next
is
to
them.
us.
This is them.
Left, right, somewhere.
Somewhere. Do you recognize the skin?
The skin?
Yeah.
No, actually, I've never seen this cursor before.
Neither have I. I have no idea who this could be. Wait, here the triangle.
Virgin code.
Is it triangles? Hit sounds.
Maybe they couldn't afford hit sounds. Okay, they couldn't afford hit sounds. The
Right.
cursor is very shaky.
Yeah. That's the argon hit sounds.
Yeah. Is this? Okay, they're definitely on tablet.
Yeah, that's not a mouse player's aim, unless they're using like 6,400
Yeah.
DPI.
I need to warm up. Like, I need to warm up my perception of this gameplay. We have a lot of time. It's 9 minutes now.
We have loads of time. It's good accuracy. Look at that.
Oh, initial guess?
Initial thoughts. I'm looking at around.
7 digit. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't say that and have them miss.
I'm just kidding. Maybe they can hear us.
Fair.
They can probably hear us.
No, they absolutely can hear us.
Okay.
So, when you play on one of these setups, you can hear everything that's going on around you, but it's all like.
Yeah.
And then when the other player misses in the tournament, and then the crowd goes wild.
Yeah,
I
people are
reckon
moving their hands and stuff. Yeah.
high 4 digit right now.
Are you serious?
High, no, like, let me, okay. What's high and low? Low 4-digit. Rank 9,000.
Yeah.
Low? Low 4-digit. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
Alright,
yeah. Okay.
I never know. Like, do you climb the ladder or do you like?
Okay, this is even harder because it's a LAN setup, and this person
Yeah,
has just gone
exactly.
2 minutes ago to start playing. So.
No, I'm looking at this, and it's looking like they would be comfortable if they were on their home setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose so. I think the thing that's gonna set people apart is the reading. Like if we can see them misread or something, or where they're aiming exactly. Look at the smiley face. That's a high rank player right there.
Exactly.
That's pro smoke.
They know how to navigate smoke.
So you said, what did you say? Low.
Yeah, rank 9, around 9,000.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go lower than whatever you're saying. Not because I'm mean or anything, but
Okay.
Probably like, I would say high 5-digit maybe. Maybe like 20 or something.
20k.
I remember back in the day when I was 20k. Yeah. No, I was definitely playing this when I was 20k. That's all I'm gonna say.
True, the map is that old. Yeah, you are right. Could be an old player. Hold on. Could be an old player who... Because not all of you guys still play the game. I clock you guys. I know you guys.
What if it's a high-ranking player LARPing as a low rank? Like, what if we're already getting a toss-up right now? Like,
Well,
they changed their area. What about the key presses? Can we see the key presses? Not really. We can see the PP, though.
Yeah, and it's, you know, I reckon Virgin Code is something that you pick if you know ball and you are confident. Either that, or you're like, okay, no, I just need to warm up.
Yeah, no, this could be the warm-up map. I'm noticing they're getting a little sloppy on the sliders now. You know, we're almost at the end of the map. But a real high-ranked player would not be getting tired at this point of the map.
True,
You know what I'm
true.
saying? Oh, look at that shake.
Do you think they usually use filters and they've just given up? Okay, no,
They have
okay,
given up,
okay.
actually.
They've given up straight away.
They've given up. I don't know, we gotta pick a better
No, we're
map
warm.
skill.
We're warm now. We're warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we got?
Fastest crash. Okay, so we are an old player. No.
Banger. Okay, we're deciding.
See, this affects my guess because it could be higher or lower based on how long they haven't played for rank for.
Depending what map they choose,
Yeah.
what they gravitate. Look, we're looking up Camellia. That's an old player.
Yes,
That's gotta be
it
an
has
older
to be an
player.
old player.
But what's banging right now? What's the vibe? We actually spent a minute picking
We're
a
spending
song.
a minute in song select. Of the 10 minutes we get on stage.
Yes.
Okay, no,
I like
yeah,
this.
I like this. I like this.
No mods, no hidden? Come on.
So no one player, there's information.
Tech map though, I like that. So, no, I'm gonna keep with my guess. Around 20, I'm gonna like go 15 to 20. That's kind of where I'm hovering.
I'm gonna drop a little. I'm like
You're
12,
dropping?
12-ish.
You just trying to
12K.
copy me. I'm gonna go lower then. No, I'm not gonna go lower. Lowest I would go. It's definitely not a 6-digit.
No, not a 6-digit. Unless they are a very good 6-digit tournament player.
Some epic D-ranker. You can't really D-rank, I guess, anymore.
Well,
Can you? I don't even know. I don't know what's going on anymore. What's happening in the game?
offline players exist.
Oh, offline.
Offline players exist. That has to be the only way that you can keep your rank low these days.
Yeah. We're reading this pretty well too. Some slider overlaps.
That's professional slider dance, like cursor
uh-huh.
dancing. I haven't seen people do that in a long time, actually.
You know, I forgot who it was. Was it Cut Paper? He would dance off the slider and then come back for the next
for the
tick.
tick, yes,
Yeah. That
yes.
guy's a freak. Man. During OWC and everything.
With a combo.
With a combo.
Disgusting.
Oh, that was pretty good. Nice snapping there with the cut streams. Okay.
B-map skins on.
the colors.
This is really cool, yeah, actually.
This is not bad. No, this is definitely like a 20k player.
I'm
locking
still...
it.
No, it's gone up again. It's gone up again.
Has it gone up?
11k, I reckon.
11?
It was 9, now it's down to 12, up to 11. I reckon 11. Because just the confidence that you have to pick like 6... Is there still 6 stars? I guess it is, right?
It is, but like there's actually some nasty cut streams going on. Like
That's
the
what I
cut
mean.
doubles too.
This sort of tech on stage and have the confidence to be able to play it as like what you want to show off.
Hey, but it's
I
laser
reckon
too.
there's some skill. I reckon there's some skill here.
20k. Just take it or leave it. Yeah, I'll stick with that for now until I see something crazy. Oh, quads are throwing us off right now.
Couldn't tap them. Could you hear it? Listen. Oh, struggling. Okay.
Aim player plays tech
yes,
map. I get
yes.
it. I get it.
No, that lends credence to my thought that they're a player that hasn't played for rank in a while. So maybe I'm.
Yeah. No, yeah, because they're not playing their main skill set. They're playing something that's fun right now. That's what I feel like. Something that's like chill and vibe.
6-digit.
Are you going down that far?
Not that far, actually. Not that far. I don't know.
Under 20k? Under my 20?
I reckon on.
You're just going all over the board. You don't even know what to do right now. Just say it. I'm feeling 20. I'm 25.
You stick it. Okay.
I'm feeling 20.
Yeah,
though.
20k player would never quit out of that play.
Yeah. Okay, let's get one more map. Come on.
'Cause if they submit that play, they'd get a boost in bonus PP.
Right. There's no way we're gonna play a stream map. We got aim and we got tech, and now we're gonna get streams.
Oh, okay. So no, 6-digit tournament player who is like the best 6-digit tournament player in the game.
You might be onto something. If we get like a map over 200 BPM, I'm leaving. Like, there's no way. If they can stream better than me, I'm leaving. Like, this is.
You got to do it now.
Oh, I like that song. Anima? Yeah, it's a banger. Yeah, can you play? No, Anima.
They're all.
I'm doing map requests now.
How does it feel to be on the giving end of map requests?
Ooh, it feels so good. Yo, can you play Galaxy Collapse? Can you play Happy Song? Can you play Euphoria?
Streamer play Big Black.
Please play all these. Okay, this map is basically like 2 minutes, so maybe we'll see this whole thing. Aim and streams, I think. I think I might have farmed this back in the day. Like, this is also old. No one puts the buzz slider in the middle of streams like that anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll come back now. Lasers, I think, because of the leniency.
Oh yeah, they changed it. Yeah.
The crazy leniency on buzz sliders now.
Insane leniency, actually. Wait, I think we warmed up actually.
Okay. 99%.
20k.
Still going with 20k. Okay. No.
Who's with me? 20k. Come on, I gotta be right. Come on.
Hitting the streams. No. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait, hit the thirds though. Oh, wait, no pressure. We're not watching, bro.
Okay, but the tapping is good enough to be hitting 1/3 into 1/4 streams. Ooh.
Oh, what's going on?
Unfortunate misses. No, I'm going. Okay, we got 50 seconds left. We have to lock in a guess very soon. So.
If it's not 20k, I'm ending it all, yo. It's over. No, I think.
This is the overthinker versus the gut feeler.
I always think my first thought is like the strongest one.
Yeah.
I can't second guess myself. I've done that too much in my life. You get what I mean?
Okay, but we have to be within. I've said people usually say 10%, but I'm confident. But we're confident. We have to be within 5%.
Do we both have to settle?
We both have to stick somewhere, and it has to be within 5%.
That
was a good play.
Good play. 20 to 25.
20.
Send it. Or you send whatever you want and just don't listen to me.
No, we both get a guess.
We both get a guess. Okay.
We're calling it? Was that it?
That was it. That was 10 minutes.
Was no? I thought there was 10 seconds left.
No. The end of the map was 0. Yeah, that was
really?
0. Yeah. It's over. It's over. Formulate your number.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my idea. They are 65k.
Oh my goodness.
No, 68k. 68k.
Because you don't want to do 67k.
No, because here's my legitimate guess. Here's my thing. Okay, 6-digit tournament player that has like spiked really hard because of the rework. Because they only played no mod. They were playing every skill set. And they couldn't tap.
I might go lower.
No, you.
I was gonna do lower 20k. I don't think I would go into 30k, but maybe I would say like 29. Maybe someone that's trying to varietize their skill sets, but a little too early. So now they're kind of like a little bit everywhere too fast. So maybe I'll go low 20k. I'm gonna say 29,000. Let's go with that.
29,000.
I'm do the glazing this time. Next time I'm gonna bully. All right.
29k and 68k. Can we see who the player was? We're zooming out. Oh, that's a bad thing. It means we know them.
That's not what I expected at all. Nice to see you.
I'm so sorry for playing bad.
Well, to be fair, I was quite close. I don't think I was within 5%.
Was the blue zenith a clue?
Kinda.
But we were right. That's an old head right there.
Yes, yes.
That's an old head.
Yeah. How long has it been since you played the game? How long has it been?
I mean, I said a couple top 20s last month.
Wait, you're 3K. I thought it said 30K. Am I crazy? You were 3K.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Wait, so can we scroll down to the play history? Like, can we,
Oh, show the play history?
Can
Yeah,
someone show me
okay,
the play
okay.
history?
We gotta see the play history here.
Cause damn. Wait, you're kind of
Look,
high
look,
rank.
look, 6 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
Oh, look at these are ethical top plays. Emmerich would say these are ethical. Actually, these are quite ethical.
No, peep the blue zenith SS.
Oh, look at the play history, yo.
Yes,
oh my, yeah,
there
because
it-
you're not playing
okay.
no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Wait, you were
yes,
popping back in the day, Unk. Come on now. Oh, you still popping. You still popping.
Well, Kavu, you win a wooting uwu.
Huge round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Sure.
playing.
On to the next one.
On to the next one, like straight away. Thank you very much.
The next one is Emmerich.
The next one is Emmerich.
The next
right,
one is
just before
Emmerich.
we do, we're going to put the QR code up for another minute. The list has been cleared. If you want to be in Guess the Rank, scan the QR code. This means it's random. This means you have to be here.
It was rank 3K.
I can't believe it's Kavu. No, I'm kind of in shock.
I felt like I was on an episode of like a sitcom when he walked out. Actually, like laugh track could have played there. And let's edit it in post. Laugh
Yeah, no,
track,
actually.
crowd gasp. That's hilarious.
We needed someone up behind, like, Poon could have put laugh on the screen behind us.
laugh now.
Actual inner sitcom. No, because that happened before, right? The first time we did this, the Poon walked out.
Oh, that's hilarious. Man, my girl Poon still got it. You know, Uta. You
Yeah,
know,
true,
Uta.
true. 10 years ago now.
Oh man, some of you guys didn't even know what Osu was 10 years ago. Some of you guys are only 10 years old that are watching this.
Talking to Cloppit has been an experience. Can I just shout out Cloppit?
What a good
Like,
guy.
He's such a fun presence, okay? Like, just talking to him and dropping the fact that Doomsday is double his age.
We were not double yet.
No, we're not. No, because... But just think about that. He was rank 1 before Cloppit was born.
Oh my goodness. Imagine what
Wild.
rank we would be back in that day. Were you playing back then?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, did we choose someone?
Okay,
we hear like a
okay.
crowd. Ooh.
Yeah, all right. Someone's chosen.
That's gotta be someone juicy. They're not gonna say, oh, if it's a random 6-digit, right? Unless it's like a 9-digit. What is like someone that has never played the game before is about to come on?
Yeah, someone sits down. It's a Mania player.
Oh no, it's gonna be standard, right?
Imagine the scenes.
Yeah, but a Mania player playing standard.
How would you score that? How do ranks work in Mania?
All I know is
Because
you
there's
can
a
play
split.
halftime and like you farm. That's
yeah,
farm.
true.
You
But
play
there's
halftime.
a split between 7 keys and 4 keys. Like, so what rank would you guess? Would you guess their mode rank, or would you guess their Mania rank?
Well, I don't think we have to worry about that actually, because that's definitely
Yeah,
not what's
good
happening.
point.
Because
Yeah.
Emmerich is definitely walking. No, if it was Emmerich, there would be like people jumping out of their seats, you know, and being like, "Oh my God, play cycle hit!"
Didn't we have that at one point? Didn't we have Emmerich on?
Back in the day.
It was last year, right? Someone shouting that it happened last year, and then it went into the Emmerich PP race.
Ooh,
It
guys,
was Emmerich versus COE last year. Yeah, no,
That's funny.
Good call.
that's low key funny.
Good memory. Okay, are we ready to go with our second player?
We can hear stuff happening. It's actually me playing right now.
Hey, second player, ready up. We can hear them playing. Stop playing Jashin, man.
I think he's hitting the
Or
notes.
is it the deceit? I don't know.
No, he's hammering those notes.
No. It's a 6-digit and they are repeat sliders.
Oh. Oh, there's relax on.
So we can't see anything yet.
Yeah, no. We're looking at our beautiful selves with your beautiful shirt. Oh, I had an idea with you.
Okay.
We go to the thrift and we choose each other's outfits for the next day.
That could be fun.
If there's a good thrift around.
Yeah. Does
I-
anybody know any good thrift stores in Den Bosch?
Someone let us know. I
Yeah.
didn't see any in the main city. Wait, what song is this?
We're ready.
No!
What in the world? Okay,
What did I
so
see?
wait.
Whoa! It's
No, it's
Emmerich.
the violation. This isn't the deceit, it's the violation. Why are they comboing?
I'm just gonna say it, that's a speed player. Look at the aim, not even aiming in the center of the note. They can only tap. Yeah, they missed.
Oh,
Okay, this
no.
is there's definitely some speed farmer. It's probably someone we know. Maybe, if they're
Maybe.
high rank enough.
I mean, we don't know. Whose cursor moves like this?
Who uses the skin? Everyone.
Also, like, the tapping is so good, no?
Well, look at the UR. We can actually see the UR. That's helpful.
Who is this?
We might have to check them PC after this. Actually, that's a little too consistent.
5-digit.
Let's check the key presses, the key holds.
It's the next rowers.
5-digit, you said. They
5-digit.
could be single tapping. We never know because we can't see. They could actually just be single tapping right now. No, the aim is. I'm sorry to say, the aim is sloppy. Okay, I'm the aim girl, right? Look at the repeat sliders. We're like going back and forth like this.
Do you reckon mouse player or tablet player?
You cannot do that aiming stuff on mouse. That wiggling.
I tell Box that.
Is he that much of a wiggler around? Oh,
I
you
mean,
can see snap. Maybe it is mouse. Yo,
Yo, like who is playing?
yo! I'll sauce you some aim.
Surely we know this.
Sauce me some. The bread is gone. This is getting really intense. Okay. 4-digit, 3-digit, 4.
I reckon high 3-digit.
I reckon 4.
No,
In
because
it.
the rework killed speed, so like mid 4-digit.
Nothing will ever kill speed. That's from an aim player. Nothing will ever kill speed.
Nothing will ever kill aim.
Nothing will ever kill high AR aim.
Okay, yeah, you got me there. Okay, hitting 2, hitting 3. They're just comboing. They like. This is a 5 miss on the deceit.
Oh, 6 miss?
Sorry, this is a 6 miss.
Oh, he's dying now.
No,
This
okay.
might be the PB record for the event that we're running right now.
Surely not. Someone's gonna FC Jashin in the 7 miss.
Dude, this is 1,000 PP. Is that true?
Yeah. Both of them are actually.
See, speed's overweighted. Look.
Oh.
Oh, okay. You know what?
The bad ending. The bad ending.
That's fine. Oh, tabbing out. Are we supposed to see something?
Oh,
Whoa. I didn't see anything. I
Whoa,
see
whoa.
desktop. What's going on? Bro's probably like downloading a skin or like something. Why are you laughing? Are they pulling up the cheats? Oh, we're back to Osu.
Okay,
Back to Osu.
okay. Thank you for chancing that, actually.
I should have downloaded before. Yeah. Why? Did you download? Oh, okay, of course.
Oh, we're
gonna-
going right back to speed. Okay.
Now we're gonna single tap the deceit.
So you had 10 minutes. Why did you not just play the deceit,
Sorry.
the violation, the love map instead?
I forgive you. I forgive you.
Okay, so who could this be? Who do you reckon? Who can? This is hidden hard rock now.
Hard rock.
This is hidden hard rock. Is this a clue? Because very few people have FC'd this hidden hard rock.
Well, not that I would know. I was never on this map. Actually, I beat Emmerich on this map in Moist Critical's tournament. Who was there? Oh, was it Tuna? I think it was Tuna. It was one of those guys.
I remember you doing it to someone.
I double tapped and I destroyed.
The forbidden technique.
The
The
forbidden
forbidden
technique.
tournament technique.
The snapping got better suddenly when we turned hidden on. This might be. No, I don't know. Look,
Okay,
it's
no,
sloppy. It's
you
sloppy.
can just see the snapping better. I don't
Yeah.
think it got better.
No. I'm a hidden player. I can only see when there's a hidden on the screen. There's too much stuff if there's no,
No,
hidden.
the first one was for me, and this one's for you.
Okay.
Because they know us, so we must know them.
Ooh. No.
So we're just
4-digit.
casually like,
Wow, honestly, 10 minutes is a lot of time. Because I know already what rank they are, exactly, down to the singular numeral.
okay. My gut feeling is like, I don't know, to have the confidence to rip this and do so well on it on stage, they must be like high 3-digit at least. Surely, no?
I feel like tapping is not something that you really need that much time to get used to on a foreign setup. At least
Well,
with all
yeah,
the speed
but
players that I know. Sorry, speed players.
There's confidence here, right?
There is confidence.
You could see it in the fact they got a 1K on the violation. Like, they wanted to FC one of these on stage.
4-digit.
They didn't, okay. They didn't just want to, like, come up here and leave without making a mark.
What if it is actually someone we know?
Who is it? No, it has to be. There's no way it has to be. Who is this?
Who is he? Look at that. A speed player that is not too good on aim and probably plays mouse. Think about it. No, I'm sure you know the chairs are different, the lights are blinding. That could be also a debuff.
That's why they had to play no mod first and then go to him hard rock.
Right.
Who do we think it is?
Emmerich.
Lifeline.
This could be Cookie Z actually. No, Lifeline? Lifeline would not play the Deceit and then the Violation back to back.
What if they're trying to throw us off and make us think it's like Eric or something?
Eric would not be aiming like that either.
No, I don't think so either. And that's why they're making us think it's Eric by playing the Deceit and the Violation.
If it's someone
in the wrong order.
In the wrong order, by the way. But if it's someone from the main bracket of the tournament, I will eat my shoe. Like this. There's no way.
So if it's not someone from the main bracket of the tournament, and it's someone we know, do you reckon a COEvent came back from Amsterdam just to play Guess the Rank?
I heard a COEvent was potentially showing up. Is he here?
He's been and gone.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I didn't actually.
Although we can go find thrift stores in Amsterdam, and you know.
I'll be in Amsterdam. I will be in Amsterdam at some point. Oh. But like they could recover. They're over streaming. What is wrong with you speed players, man? Just calm down, you know? Listen to the music. Feel it in your heart. 4-digit.
Yeah, let's get this guy on DJ Mag top ranker.
Let's get this guy on Entangle Night. Aspen Entangle Night.
Ooh.
That's the real test right there if you're a real speed player.
You're really embracing the fact you can map request.
Can someone please play Galaxy Collapse? Hey, if you get on, can you please play Galaxy Collapse? I really want to see it. Alright, I'm tired of people asking me to play Galaxy Collapse.
Okay, so surely like I'm racking my brains trying to think about who this could be. Who uses the Barbalian skin?
Everyone.
Well, you know what? Good point.
Okay, let's think about the last one. Cavo was 3K, and we were saying, you said he was like 70.
Okay.
I said like 20. Are we
Looks-
shooting
he
too low?
hasn't- He hasn't played in a long time. Okay, come on.
Okay, yeah. But am I shooting too low? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of 4-digit speed players that like can play speed really fast.
What does your gut say?
4,000. 4,523.
Because surely if it was a 4-digit speed player and they got that 700 or nearly on stage on the Violation, they're like a high 3-digit.
Wait, yeah, you can't get 700 at 4-digit?
Not quite. Well, actually, I think you can, but
If you're a speed player, you can. Okay, yeah, I don't know what like the bracket ranges are for what your top place should be with your rank.
550. Rank 550.
550.
550, I reckon.
This honestly.
They're just hitting it.
Yeah, it's very highly likely that this could be a 3-digit, not a 2-digit though.
You sure?
You can't get 2-digit with that aim, bud. Sorry. We gotta work on the aim a little more. Unless it is 2-digit. I heard some crowd reaction. I'm getting information. I would probably go up a little bit from 4-digit. That's not 4-digit.
No,
for sure.
I'm 550.
What'd you say, 550?
My gut says 550.
3 aim players on the couch today.
So, and who? What?
The bread?
Forget. Like, who else is here with us, dude?
Look at my tab. Wait, we can't actually see your key presses.
No, we can't see anything.
Wait, can you
just
turn
play
them
the
on?
game, man.
Yeah, turn them on, yeah. You got a minute, bro. Play like...
Oh wait,
Look,
look at my
Isogu.
tapping.
Do we have Isogu?
Hold on. Is this guy playing 4-key?
No, this is stable. Okay, why don't you just type in your rank right there, actually? That would really help us out. Help me choose? Galaxy Collapse. Galaxy Collapse.
Play 1000 Sky DT. If you were really a bracket player, play 1000 Sky DT, okay?
Oh, Birdie Wings. Birdie Wings. This is an aim map. See, that's something a speed player would say.
True.
That's something a speed player would say. This is definitely just a speed player right there. 3-digit speed player.
Play the Natsu map.
I think you should just type
Play the
faster.
Natsu
We would
map.
probably
Yeah,
tell how
this
good
is
you are if
true.
you type faster.
Play Superluminal. Play Superluminal Hard
Dude,
Rock.
I think they only know how to play the Deceit and the Violation. They cannot be 3-digit. This is the only 2 maps they've ever played.
They have to be a 4-key player. Okay. You're picking the map
Oh
with the intro.
my
Oh my god.
goodness.
7, 6.
Just start streaming, start streaming,
5,
start streaming.
4, 3, 2, 1. I have no idea of that. I really don't know.
No, I think you were closer than I was, because my initial was 4K.
550.
Lower.
550. That's it. I don't know anything, like, could be higher. It could be like,
Deceit and the Violation. We just sat here and watched the Deceit and the Violation. That is hilarious. 1,200.
okay. 550 and 1,200. It's, I don't know. What can,
It's MREC.
it's MREC. Who is it, guys?
Who could
is
it possibly be? Are they gonna walk over?
Are we gonna,
Are we? Oh,
oh.
okay.
Dever!
Oh my god!
Holy!
Yo, Endeavor.
Are those the only 2 maps you know?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I have never won on 2 of the divs.
Right, okay, and that's
Yo.
why you picked them, so it was a clue.
Yes. I also not have enough time to download enough maps,
Okay,
so I apologize.
You don't play 4-key, do you?
No.
So you can just tap like that, off the rim.
Yeah, I can tap like that.
No warm-up.
Yeah.
Speed players.
I played the
players.
the
Speed
seats.
players. Yeah, we saw you play the Deceit.
Oh yeah. You like that map? You're not a fan of that map?
I like to double tap that map in my spare time. I like
yeah.
I like to play the Deceit and pretend I'm Dever for hours, bro.
Yeah.
Rank-
Badass.
Rank 85. No, because no.
Yeah, we're friends, right? We're friends, right?
Are we friends?
friends.
We're
We're
friends.
are-
friends.
We're definitely friends,
Are we
right?
friends?
We're friends.
Oh, that's cool.
We're friends if you also win an uwu. Yeah, if you also win an uwu, yeah, we're friends.
Oh yeah, you won.
If you
one.
you walk home with an uwu,
I win a new, right?
you win an uwu. Yeah. So we're friends.
So I get mutuals from both of you, right?
Ooh,
Fine.
okay,
All right.
alright, okay.
Fine. Yo, fine. Yo, my bad, team.
Dever, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank you
Dever.
so much for playing. Thank you.
He just said, "Screw you guys." How dare you say I'm a 4-digit? No, I'm just kidding. Oops.
Rank 85.
We have to go up.
Yeah, we have to like guess way
Okay.
higher. We have to guess way higher now. Like sky high.
But, okay, we must take into the account that they're on a LAN setup.
Yeah.
I think that must be what
Yeah,
it is,
that's
and
the
the
thing.
lights.
What was that? You can't get 2-digit with that aim.
No, yeah, you can. Okay, oh, you can get 2-digit with that aim
If you're a speed player.
if you're a speed player. Heard it here first. Oh,
Okay, so we've got someone else on the other side. The QR code is up. It's going to be up there for another 30 seconds, so get in. Remember, you have to do the QR code each time if you want to be in with a chance of playing. That's so we clear the queue, we make sure you're still in the crowd, etc., so on and so forth, okay?
are they
So-
playing?
Someone is playing, someone is warming up. So, I'm just going to go out on a limb and just go as high as possible next time. I'm just going to go for my best case scenario guess.
Oh yeah.
That's my plan.
Your hope core
My
right
hope,
now.
my hope and my dream.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll be really nice.
Okay, I'm gonna stop overthinking.
I'll be really nice this time. I mean, if they're playing what I think they're playing right now, that is a very hard map. That is a very technical nummod 4 map.
Imagine if it's another 2-digit.
They just missed 4-digit. What map was that? Oh.
So we did have someone. Okay.
Thank you, Poon.
We didn't hear a reaction to this one yet.
Oh, it probably didn't show up on screen yet.
Are we sure? So last time we did have a bait and switch. Was it? Who was it that was like? It was either Nainaro LARPing as Yolk's Pie, or it was Yolk's Pie LARPing as Nainaro. I can't remember which way around it was. So we did have a bait and switch last time. So it can happen, okay? It can happen.
No, they can't do that to us with like minutes of preparation.
It was wild because like I guess because they're such good friends, they just know each other's setups by heart.
Yeah.
It just looked like the other was playing when it was the one who actually was. I can't remember which way around it was.
That's hilarious. I can only imagine if I was here, I would probably pull up the deceit and the violation as well, and try to get
definitely, huh?
a really low rank.
Okay, we're trying again. Oh, we're about to start. Oh,
Bring it on.
Okay. Well, let's get on with it. Let's go. Oh, the Poon skin. Hold on.
This might be the Poon. Giving us comms and playing at the same time? That would be beast.
This is an old head skin, so it's another old head, okay?
That's true. The snapping is way better. That's what I'm noticing as an aim player myself. Tapping a little bit on the loose end.
Is their snapping better because the cursor is bigger? Do you reckon that's a factor in it?
In it? Possibly. I do see like shakes between the notes. Maybe they're just a little nervous. But like the actual snapping onto the note is clean. I think it's clean.
This is an Echoes of Memoria map I don't think I played.
Like the lower lower
it's
difficulty one.
That's probably now like 7.8 stars because the star rating system works.
Just make it 9 stars.
Yeah.
I don't even I don't even know anymore. But I like this choice of map.
PP devs, if you're listening, and I know you are, buff my maps and nerf not my maps, okay?
I can tell if it's a good or a bad rework if Euphoria gets nerfed or buffed. And then I stop playing if it gets nerfed. Yeah. Okay, speed up here. Okay, we're really nervous to play on stage.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
definitely
I
nerves.
see it,
This
I
is
see it.
nerves. Don't be nervous, bro. It's just your life at stake right now.
So playing Echoes of Memoria first map, is this a warm-up map or is this like what they usually play, you reckon?
You know, I would actually like to play these as warm-ups because it kind of starts a little slow and then kind of speeds up.
Yeah.
So maybe this is kind of a play. But I think if you're playing Echoes of Memoria, you would probably play the harder set if you were a really high-ranked player. Like, you wouldn't be playing this low star rating stuff.
You would just go straight into the perennial one.
Yes. Actually, there's like 10 sets of this
Yeah.
now, right?
This is one of the most well-loved ones, I think. And for good reason. It's a really good song, actually. I like it.
It's beautiful.
Ludison makes bangers.
We love you, Ludison. Okay, the ACK was low, but, you know, it's laser, you have slider ACK and stuff. That's fine.
Okay, so...
Ooh.
Oh, it's this one. It's this one. Okay. I'm trying to think about which... No, dude.
They're trying to show you up right now.
They're trying to show me up.
Okay, this is all you. This is all you. Oh, they don't have it downloaded. Oh, no, it's right there. Right there. What is this?
Oh, it's the Amelia one.
Okay, I don't think I know
Do you
this
remember
map.
this map?
No, I only know the one that you did. I tapped out of Aspire for a couple years. When they started doing like the categories, I just I didn't see a lot of the maps.
Are you looking forward to Aspire 6?
Oh, it's coming up?
Yeah, Aspire 6 is already out.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
No, I am actually really excited. I know back in the day, Aspire was like everything. They did the simplest thing, like overlapping a slider back in the day. So like what people can do now is amazing. I am looking forward. Okay, anyways. I mean, the map's not
So
funny.
this, I think, was this a third place or an honorable mention? I think it was third place,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
So it's pretty good. Okay, yeah, we don't like this map? No, we do.
Does that mean they're a mouse player? Hold on. Because they just accidentally paused. Did they hit their mouse button? With their thumb as they were aiming?
I mean, yeah, I guess that could. No, I think we just had to like take a breath there and readjust. Okay, maybe there is some mouse drift going on.
Okay, maybe not actually. I don't know. This looks like tablet aim now. This looks like tablet aim.
Oh, we switched from mouse to tablet mid-play? That would be insane. This is a really interesting choice of maps, by the way. Going from that to this.
This is one of those maps that doesn't get played anymore. Like, you don't see people play this.
I never played
So
it.
we've got, case in point, we've got Echoes of Memoria. We've got now Solace of Oblivion. So this person must really like marathon mapping. Which means they're quite low rank. Which means they're quite high rank. Which means rank 1,100.
You know, you kind of lost me, but then you got me back there, but then you lost me. I think it's... Oh, I want to say it's lower, but that... I don't know.
No, because
Like,
we were off by orders of magnitude before. We were like off by hundreds of times.
We gotta get this one. We gotta get this one.
It's Cabo again. It's Cabo again.
We brought back Cabo. That would be hilarious.
You win a second, dude? No.
That's
What?
not blue.
Oh,
That's
hold
not
on.
blue
That's
Zenith.
not blue Zenith.
Yeah. Oh, now how are we supposed to?
This would be really horrible to do, actually. No, hold on.
Okay, thank you. You're sparing us. Let's pick a real map. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you a really sour rating.
Oh, have you seen the Geometry Dash recreation of Osu with Blue Zenith as its boss song? There's like 9 stars.
No.
Because you can play that map. They imported them, they made them on Osu and then imported them into a
Whoa.
Geometry Dash engine.
Wait, so you like it's the same tapping? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's just tapping in the Geometry Dash bit, but it's actually like playable on Osu. It's really weird.
Oh, that is very interesting.
Assessing so far, hold on.
Better than me. Not gonna lie, this might be a 2-digit.
Yeah, Kabu's back.
I mean,
He's resetting his SS. He's doing it again.
this looks pretty good so far, but we're not farming and getting top ranks and like being a 2-digit or a 3-digit by playing these kinds of maps. Even if you're good at them. Like someone that was really high ranked would just pull up their main skill set, like the C, pull up some DT, pull up some aim. What,
No,
what
but-
you farm this and you're like 4-digit.
No, but maybe this is their main skill set. It's just at a lower pace so that they can FC it on stage and look really cool. Like, can you imagine FCing Blue Zenith on COE stage? Which is not going to happen now, I guess, but
Imagine if it did.
imagine if it did. That would be cinema.
That is a language, maybe.
I don't know what you wrote in smoke there. Not a professional smoker, 4-digit.
It's going lower, but I'm just thinking about the first tech map that they were playing. That was actually pretty decent. And the aim balance is fine. But is it 2-digit fine? No.
Okay. I do actually think they're going to be higher rank because we've been guessing really low for everybody so far.
But
The snapping is really good on the streams too. It's got to be said.
it's central enough where if they put on Hard Rock, they might still be FC'ing. It's very controlled.
They're following the curves all
Yes.
well. They're not guessing on anything too. And look at the direction changes. It's all on beat. And they always like snap the right movement. I reckon they're a high rank.
This might be Cavo, but warmed up. But fully warm.
Yeah, when he left, he went back that way.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Would I dare say 3-digit? Definitely not 2-digit. I don't think so.
No, not look
No,
at
no.
them both. They're hitting it. They're hitting the
Holy
Blue Zenith
composure.
stream. The first key eye, hold on.
Wait, we're getting a little shake. Hold on, hold. Oh my goodness. This could
No,
be
they're
Cookie Z
hitting it,
actually.
they're
This
hitting
could be a
it.
Cookie
It's
Z
actually
replay.
Cookie Z.
What the heck? Watch out for top left, bro. Watch out.
No, don't worry. The top left isn't in these jumps.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
He hits the whole key eye, dude. He hits the whole thing.
Wait, is this a reverse
Cookie
choke
Z.
right now?
Okay, no.
6-digit.
See what I said? They might be 3-digit. Ooh!
Oh, hold on now. Hold on.
Oh,
the
God.
nerves. The nerves. I could be comfortably in 3 digits. Somewhere there. On the lower end, I think.
Yeah, because a lot of people underestimate just how hard it is to sit down at the setup and play really well.
Yes.
I'm sure. Has anybody tried the rank booth?
I tried the rank
Hands up
booth.
if you tried the rank booth. How hard is it to sit down and play well?
Well, I got a D rank. Very horrible, yeah.
Some guy was giving me a thumbs up and then said very hard, and I thought, okay, yeah,
Some speed players are really happy playing there, you know?
true. But you have to be like rank 85 to be good on the rank setup
Yeah.
and play this Eat the Violation.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh, it's less stream as well. Oh, okay. It's high 4-digit.
It's
I
high
reckon.
4-digit or low 3-digit
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Aw, heart. Heart.
Okay, we got 1 minute left.
Come on, the deceit, the violation.
This pick matters,
Galaxy
okay?
collapse. He's like, oh,
Decision paralysis. It's actually decision paralysis. They don't know what to go for.
Bro's giving us time to think, actually. Giving us time to ponder. There's a lot more maps on the laser client. I guess whoever was playing on stable had no maps.
until Jennifer Lopez came up, I was thinking, oh, maybe they've just installed all of the featured artist maps.
Okay, J-Lo.
I guess not.
Okay, we're not gonna make it past this intro.
Yeah, all right. So I reckon high 4-digit.
Dare I say 600?
600. Okay. Well, either way, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Now.
You gotta be closer. I think you're closer. Good job. Very good job, whoever was playing. Thank you.
That was a really good Blue Zenith play. It's got to be said. I'm impressed.
That was flames.
I think, you know what? I'm gonna go up even further. I'm gonna go 850.
Oh,
No.
so we're getting pretty close now, then.
840.
That's not
I
gonna
gotta
change a thing,
catch
then.
that 5%, okay?
Okay, yeah. And I said, I think I said 600, 650. I think I would go 650.
650.
And you said 850.
850.
Okay.
So we're actually thinking quite along the same lines. Okay.
I think it's higher,
was it?
actually. But oh my!
4K. 4K.
Yo, we're lost. We're lost.
We overshot. That was a really good Blue Zenith play, firstly.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
great.
I was nervous, honestly.
Is that your main skill set? Is streams?
Sorry?
Is that your main skill set? Is streams?
I'm a tournament player. I've been a tournament player like my whole life. I'm called a D ranker.
Right. Okay.
I've never done that before. No. If
D-ranker.
you've seen me in 5-digit, no, I haven't been there, Matt. No, that's not me.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not there anymore.
What rank were you before the rework?
I think it was 4,004.
Okay, so you're not that bad of a rank.
Yeah, I ranked up because everyone was complaining in 5-digit.
As they do.
As
they
they-
always complain.
Yeah. I'm sorry, there's one guy
D-rankers.
out there that's still 5-digit. You know you gotta rank up, mate. Come on.
That goes at all 5 digits, okay? Play the PP system.
Look at these badges, by the way.
Yeah.
I got one more pending.
Nice.
Now we're
Come
just
on.
bragging.
The third one is carried by MREC, but
Emrek.
yeah, thanks, mate.
Thanks, Emrek.
Yeah, thank you.
And
I
well,
love Australia.
how far did you travel to come here, actually?
24-hour flight.
24-hour flight.
What?
Yep.
Wait,
Holy.
where? Oh, Australia, really?
Yes. There's
my
4
goodness.
Australians here.
I think there's a lot more than 4 here.
Is there?
Who's Australian? See, we have. I don't see a single hand. Not a single
I
one.
see
Oh,
hands over
one,
there.
one.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Is Smoogie still here? Yeah, I think there's a lot more than 4 here. Either
Yeah.
way, thank you so much for competing. And you get to walk back home to Australia with an Ooting Uwu. Ooh.
Ooh, great
Thank
job.
you so much. What a player.
I'm stressing. Like tournament players are scary, obviously, because they're so well-rounded. You really can't tell.
It's always spooky. And you always get bait and switched by tournament players because they will just rip a play you don't think people are capable of being consistent on when they sit down at a setup. Like, what was that?
I couldn't even do that.
But you were right on the money, actually. We should have gone with the idea that it's not a high ranker because it would have been that 8-star Echoes of Memoria.
Yeah, no, definitely. That was like a
Oh,
tournament
no.
Echoes of Memoria.
It was
like
as
low
well.
rank tournament. Yeah.
That was the tiebreaker that gave us to everywhere.
See, what I was thinking was like it's a high-ranking player that just found out about tech maps, so so they're just playing other tech maps. But wow, that one threw us off. Yeah.
So I've got another surprise. Thank you very much for being on with me, Zuti. Everyone, a hand for Zuti Nita. We are going to be switching off.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. I want to go eat food. My throat is already dead now. I wish you good luck for the rest of the hour. Great job, guys, playing. I'll be the next one that's playing, actually. Just
Okay,
to
sure.
give
You
a
go
hint.
sit down at your setup and
Yeah, I'm gonna go start warming up. All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much, Zuti. Enjoy your food. So now, we get a new host on the stage. Not just a new player, but a new host. Please welcome Aleph.
Hey guys. Hola.
How are we, Aleph?
Hey man, what a great pleasure it is to be here. I wouldn't expect myself to finally be sitting at the official commentator couch. It's a legendary moment for me, super special, being right in front of you all, this wonderful audience, in this... somebody just said they love me.
Do you enjoy the heckles?
Of course, I live for it. If anybody has something to say to me, don't feel shy.
Don't
Feel free
hold
to
it
say.
in, okay? Let it out.
Yeah.
So we've got another player ready. Have you ever guessed a rank before?
To be honest, I think the only time I've ever done Guess Your Rank event was like at my stream, and it was super scuffed. Nothing in return, nothing. And I went from just doing it in my stream to, you know, being in COE in a live audience. So let's see how it's gonna turn out, guys.
Let's see how it's going to turn out. We got another player ready. Are you ready?
I'm certainly am.
Are you confident of getting within 5% of their rank? Well, we're going to have to give another new out. Let's get the player going.
Okay. I'm starting to hear some things that...
That's Notch Hell. That's Notch Hell.
No way. Oh my god. Okay, that is an interesting start.
So who would get on stage and play Notch Hell? It's their own... Look, it's laser.
Yeah, it is laser. Okay.
It's their own skin, so they're a laser player. Because they've got... So they've got all of the laser stuff already set up, so they're a laser player. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can see, if you guys don't know, you can customize your UI elements on a laser skin. And by the looks of it, turns out that this player had their skin prepared. Like, you can see that they had the 150 and miss count, as well as the PP counter. So that's really interesting. We're dealing with like an actual laser player over here.
And they've got the important thing bolded and supersized. Of course, they've got PP. That's the important bit of it. I'm nervous.
I'm nervous? Oh, don't be nervous.
You've got 9 minutes to settle in. Don't
It's
you
fine.
worry.
You still got time.
Notch Hell map 1 on stage.
Okay.
Lumitors.
Oh!
Okay.
Wait, is that easy?
Okay, is that halftime?
What?
Okay. Before the rework.
Okay, so we know we're dealing with a gimmick player, but
Before the
here's the
rework,
thing.
they would have been like 12 digit.
Yeah, but what about now? Oh, they got the advantage.
Aleph, we're in danger.
We are screwed, man.
We're in danger.
Is that a mouse?
Okay.
I mean, when we said that there was enough time, is Furiosa Melodia halftime enough? I mean, I think it holds
It's just about. I think it's just about.
So
Just over 5 minutes. So
we are expecting
buckle
a
up, guys.
miracle over here, and so far so good. I mean, we're not heading into the most dense part of the map, but it looks like this player probably practiced this before.
Maybe they're just,
Hopefully.
Maybe they're just good at this skill. Maybe they're duping us. No, you're right. Maybe they're duping us because maybe they've played this map so many times that they've memorized it.
I mean, I gotta say, the Easy World Cup is right around the
No,
corner.
I wouldn't have memorized that. That's too dense for me.
That is really dense. I think this is like actual low AR player territory, my friend.
So what would this be worth now? Is that PP counter right? Is it still
Yeah,
100
like the
PP?
laser PP counter is actually following the current PP rework. So far we got, hey, 129 PP.
Oh, a couple of hundreds. Oh, scary.
Scary
But get through
1/3.
it.
It's just really easy. Very simple for this player, apparently.
I think we got hit by an easy low AR player last time.
Really?
But this time we have the upper hand because it's balanced higher now. You can't just play this and get away with it.
Exactly. Now you are in the ranking you deserve, Bubbleman. The rankers, you're not safe anymore. I mean, I really doubt easy players were the rankers in the first place. But I mean, hey, to each their own. I mean, we just saw a tournament player that used to be 5-digit that now are 2 digits. So.
Yeah. Now is high 3-digit apparently, according
Oh.
to me and CTN.
Oh,
there's
no. No FC, but still. There's still like the alt part of the map left. Maybe they can clip farm. You know, maybe
Initial
get some funny
guesses,
reaction.
Initial guesses. What do you think?
Like, here's the thing, like, this, would you, like, before the rework, I would imagine this would be like your average high 5 digits, you know, 10K or something.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know, like, by the looks of it, I have no idea what type of buffs has this person gotten, you know? Because you can tell me, okay, maybe they were an ECDT player, they could have gotten buffed, but maybe not as much. But if we're talking about raw reading, and if they made that their main playstyle, we're talking about they might have gotten like a lot of ranks, or maybe they might be mechanically capped, and you know, maybe their top lists were regular Nomad consistency maps, and now with the, you know, easy and probably easy halftime, because I mean, look at that.
Do you reckon you could do this?
No, absolutely not.
This is
like,
the,
I would
okay.
need the Splitty skin, Gamma, more exploits, and then I would probably get a B rank on Laser, because there's no node lock. If you ask me to play this on stable, I would just, first of all, get out, because it's
Okay,
like...
here's the important part.
Okay,
Big
okay.
Jumps. 1, 2, 3, okay.
And he hits it! Oh my goodness.
Here's the fun bit. All of the overlapped reading. Okay, I'm thinking, where would this be?
Like,
If
at
this
this
is-
point,
if this
low,
is-
it's low 4 digit, I would say.
I don't know, looking at the aim, right, it looks like Easy's helping them out.
I mean, you might be... Oh!
Ooh.
Ooh, you might be right, but I don't know. It's just the rework, man. It would have buffed them quite a lot, you know?
They have so much patience with their aim. Look at how long they're able to hold themselves back from moving off circles that are stacked on top of each other. That's a good section hit too. Dude, this could be anywhere between like high 4 digit and low 5 digit, depending on what they actually put into their profile. This is going to be a shot in the dark, Aleph.
Yeah, because
We're
we
just-
have
we're
no...
just firing
we
blind.
just had a brief moment of notch hell, and then Furioso Melody at halftime. We have nothing
Okay,
else.
so
I mean,
it is a
I don't know.
hyper gimmick player on
Yeah.
laser.
And we know Laser is also kind of buff with the slider accuracy. So that might have been even more beneficial in the rework. So like they would have...
No, they need to have a break for the tapping.
Okay.
You know, they need to rest their tapping hand. This is the tapping bit.
Oh, it might be too fast.
That was the tapping. Okay,
Yeah.
we're back into
Oh
the,
my God. Okay.
right.
Dever who?
No, I think gut feeling. Gut feeling. Ooh, okay. The density is making me reconsider.
Ooh. Just look at that, man.
60k.
60K.
60k. Gut feeling, all right? Gut feeling. Now I'm the gut feeling one, and you have to overanalyze this, okay?
Well, by the looks of it, they had a slight...
Get you a guy who can do both.
Okay, so just by the looks of it, like, I don't know, man. It can be both. They probably played this before because they played Nutshell. Nutshell is something you definitely don't side
This is another like 2015, 2016 era map as well.
Exactly. So either this player is like a huge LARPer that loves, you know, playing what used to be difficult back in the day, and then like, okay, I'm just gonna throw easy halftime on it because I can just do that, you know, free will, to each their own, you know. But
No, they just have taste, okay? They just have taste.
I mean, yeah, I'll give them that. At least they're playing good maps. Well, let's see if they're gonna be able to hit
So
the
they're
ending.
they're not snapping the middle of the circles, you know? No, I'm meant to be gut feel guy. No. Oh.
I mean, to be honest, I don't even do that, and I'm like top 300s. I mean, that it can happen to anybody.
You're not helping.
But I don't know,
No,
man.
my gut still says like mid 5 digit.
I don't know, man.
I think this is what they enjoy, so this is what they play, so they don't get PP.
Okay, but still, they had 2 minutes. Good play, very good play, but now you have to play another map. Oh,
Come on, let's put deceit violation on.
come on. Gengaoso.
Give me the deceit.
Level down.
Level down.
Of
easy.
course.
No.
Of course, it's AR0. Why would you need easy?
Okay, right.
This was in the Easy World Cup qualifiers from maybe 2 years ago, if I recall right. I remember, unfortunately, having to practice this map because there weren't many people in my country that didn't want to practice this, besides the actual lawyer players. And this was a painful experience unless, you know, you might hate yourself and generally play ARCO for fun. No shade to lawyer players, of course, but I'm sorry.
Okay, can they tap this? This is the big question.
I mean, they are aiming it, and so far, I mean, this is the easy part. We need to wait until the Ki, where we
Does
actually
it hit
this off.
before we run out of time, though?
They might have time, at least for the first Ki.
Oh, they're hitting this. No, no, no.
They know. Oh, they're just flexing on us.
Were they?
Okay, look at the first Ki.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. He's hitting it.
No, they have
He's getting it.
control. They've learned this. Were they in the Easy World Cup 2 years ago?
How should I know?
Maybe,
I mean, maybe. But still, like, they're hitting it. I mean, the yak is kind of off, though, but they definitely
Okay,
have
sorry,
memorized.
no, they're not 60k. They're 20k.
You know what? I'm going to shoot my shot
No,
in the
this
dark.
is 300 now.
Yeah, this is 300, bro. It's AR0.
No, can we keep this on the screen, actually, until they miss?
Yeah.
No, because stop comboing.
Bro, why's he Okay, thank you. And the timer just ended. Just in time. Time's over. And yeah.
Round of applause for that.
Round
That's
of
really
applause.
Impressive. That's really very impressive.
Definitely something we haven't seen so far in, like, I guess the rank. I mean, as you said, until last year. My gut, I'm going to say it. 6K.
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 I was saying 60k.
I'm going to subtract a 0 from that, my friend.
Okay, so if I said 20k and I subtract a 0 from that, 2k.
No, that's too much.
I think that's too much as
Yeah,
well.
that's
I'm
too
sticking
much.
with 20k then. I'm sticking with 20k.
I'm going to say 6K.
17,600.
You know, just for the funny, I'm going to say 7K.
We got
no,
it,
no
no.
reason. No
We got it,
reason.
we got it.
I'm already maybe 6K or 7K. I don't know.
Okay.
Why are you laughing? Why are you guys laughing?
Let's do it.
And it is...
It's anti-marker.
Anti-marker!
Dude.
Oh, man. I generally thought the rework was going to buff you a lot more.
So, were you in the Easy World Cup 2 years ago?
Huh?
Were you in the Easy World Cup 2 years ago? Did you play that?
Not 2 years ago.
Not 2
I was
years
in last
ago.
year.
Wow.
And
It
this
was
year I'm
last year?
captain for Norway.
This is your captain.
But did you play this in the Easy World Cup?
No, he wasn't in it.
Oh, no, but in 2023, I'm saying. Or did you play this map in Easy World Cup?
No.
Okay, then my theory still stands still. Like, it was in 2023 then.
Okay, so you're just crazy.
I've spent a lot of time practicing.
We can see that. If we look at the PP graph right there, I sure wonder what kind of, circumstantial rework might have dropped.
Where's that from? 16k?
16K.
Oh, I was so close. Before rework, anyway. Well, my friend, you've won yourself an Uwu. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Crazy plays. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
We need more gimmick players around here.
We need more gimmick players.
We're seeing way too much slop, guys. Come on. Step it up. I'm not the one to talk, though.
What rank are you now after the rework?
I went from 320 to 290.
You were pre-farming the slop.
I mean, of course, I'm a fucking flowing player. And hidden. And what can I say? Stay mad, DT players. Although I still play DT, though.
So, we have time for one more.
One more.
Let me just confirm with Poon. We have time for two more.
We have time for two more.
We have time for two more. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So there is someone already on stage. This is your last chance, okay? Get that QR code in. Get your username in. Come up and play on stage. Give us a show, okay?
Yep.
I can't believe we drew Deva.
I mean,
Rank 85, and the only two maps he knew were the Deceit and the Violation. How
He, like-
I
I
don't know.
gotta say something. Now that I'm on stage, Dever, you are a genuine troll, dude. How do you go in a Guess the Rank show and leave your account open for everybody to see, including in the commentaries? Everybody, just showing it on full display. I don't know where you are. I just know you're listening to my voice. After calling me a piece low because I'm not a 2-digit and you beat me on down, which is my top play, I'm going to ask you, why are you like this, man? Why are you like this?
I'm not getting in the way.
Oh, no, you don't need to, actually. My bad. Dever, you genuinely sold that so hard, man. Seriously. I'm so mad at you. I like Sobu better because of that. Pablo would be disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. Like, unbelievable, man. You can't throw shade at me.
Okay, we
and
got
then do that.
another play.
Enough of that.
Okay. This should be fun. I don't know who it was.
I just heard the crowd, and
Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels to not know. They know.
they know, but I don't. Oh, but how can he not know? Because
Okay.
I'm not facing the screen, guys. I can't look at my phone. I left it charging with my power bank. I can't even cheat.
Okay, we've
Sad
got
news.
one player warming up. We've got one player on stage. How has
Is
it
that-
changed? How has the stage changed from 2024 to now? You were on 2024, right?
Yeah, I qualified for the. I did qualify for this year too, but I played on stage on 2024, and I gotta say, a lot has changed, but something that has not changed since 2024 until now. If you guys ever want to play on stage, at least on COE, get a cap ready. I'm not joking, because the stage lights, they're kind of.
Yeah, people get caught by them, don't they? It's wild. At least they don't make your screen glare. Okay, so we got
Okay.
our next player ready. And Poon wants us to do a countdown, so let's
Okay.
go.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Second to last player. Let's see who it is.
Oh my God, man.
Okay.
Yeast
okay.
player. Yeast player. Come on, get the
Okay.
storyboard ready.
Is it a storyboard map?
Yes.
Do you know this?
This was in Yeast.
Was it?
Yes, this was in Yeast. I think.
Just
thi-
now?
No. This was 2 years ago.
2 years. Oh, the first.
The
one.
first.
Okay.
I think it was the first Yeast, if I recall right.
Okay,
Please,
lock in.
Helix, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, bro, come on. You're wasting time.
Oh, first player ready. Yeah, definitely, bro.
Okay.
Did you download it without the storyboard?
We're trolling. We're trolling. Come on. That gambit is not looking for you. It's not looking good for you, man. Come on. Temptation.
That's a hard pivot.
Okay.
No, we
that
didn't.
is a huge
No,
change.
we
That is a
didn't.
huge change. That is a huge change. You can't just go from a storyboard
No, you
map
can't just go from Mr.
to
Helix.
Tyler Derp.
You can't go from Mr. Helix to Tyler Derp. That should be illegal. You shouldn't be allowed to even search that map while having a Mr. Helix map selected. Like, what are we on?
You didn't even disable bitmap sounds, bro.
Allow it. It's temptation.
Does this guy think he's shooting Nader? Like, come on now. He's not even the top dev. And he's not even wearing hidden. What's your hidden, bro?
Wearing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, English is not my second language. My first.
Okay, so we got 700 PP no mod. Do you reckon they're a no mod player off this? They did storyboard, right?
They didn't use hidden on a storyboard map, so that means they are probably a hidden hater. Because if you use hidden on storyboard maps, it
They're
doesn't
the same
count.
Map. They're the same
It's
map,
the same
yeah.
map, but you get more points just because of the hidden multiplier. So I'm assuming they're not a big fan of hidden, and from the looks of it, they're not that consistent on this aim map.
You gotta remember it's a LAN setup though. We've been caught out, what, 3 times now?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
4 digit. They
That's
missed
a-
again, 5 digit.
They're either a 4-digit or maybe a 3-digit speed player that might be teasing us right now.
Nah, I don't know. If you sit down and...
I mean, it can happen to
I
me
wouldn't,
too.
if I sat down like that, I wouldn't play like that.
I mean, yeah, but you're fucking Bubbleman, dude. Wait. You gotta remember.
Defragmentation, hold on.
Wait, oh, this guy knows ball, or he's Dutch.
Okay.
Or
if
those
he's
who don't
Dutch-
know.
If he's Dutch, this changes things.
The thing is, this
in.
was an NDC, the Dutch 1v1 tournament. Was this a Nomad or Hidden pick? I think it was a Nomad pick for Grand Finals. And from the looks of it, they're probably not that comfortable on that either. Just from the tap. Oh. Okay, this map has a lot of back and forth. This is basically aim control, so we're gonna see even more back and forth.
Maybe they're Dutch, but they didn't play this in grand finals because they didn't make it there.
Okay, they're having a little bit of a... All I'm saying is it's fine if you want to play something that's easier, okay?
No, you know what? No, do you remember what? They're trying to give us clues. Maybe this is Kushba.
To be honest?
Maybe this is Kushba.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, everything will freeze. Which one?
Do you have the map? Okay, they have the map. But it's not the top
it's
tip,
the
bro.
extra,
Okay,
alright.
okay, let's see.
This could be a high rank player. Oh,
Hey, maybe it was a rough start. It was a rough start. We all have those. Oh my god, what is that shake? It might be the stage fright.
they're shaking like they're playing Tapex. Hold on.
Wait.
Okay, no, they're not playing Tapex. Sorry, I didn't realize that. They
Oh
were
wait, yeah,
I
they're
was too
using
locked
both
in
of
on
their
the
fingers.
gameplay.
Okay, yeah. So we can discard Miss Magius out of the way, I think. Right?
Okay, so they start with a storyboard map. They moved to a tech map.
No, Temptation.
What's a temptation? They moved to a winning map. They played tech, and now they're playing tapping. Do we think this is a tournament player? If so, 13k is my gut.
All I'm saying is that if they're struggling to play, I'm sorry.
Snap your rank. Snap. Let's go. Rank right now. Rank. Off the top of your head.
20K.
Top of the dome. 20k. Okay. Ooh.
I don't know. Like if they're having trouble playing 7-star maps, they might be like a mid 5 digit, or maybe I don't know. They haven't played DT. I would like to see their maybe possible.
This is all no mod. There's no.
Yeah.
There's been no hard rock.
Exactly.
The only hard rock
What
we
if
see
they're
in
just
action-
like a aim slap player and they just cannot play anything else? Maybe they appreciate the storyboard maps and every single other aspect of the game, that their main, skill set might be, aim slap.
But do you know defragmentation if you were an aim slot player?
Maybe from ranked play. Oh, wait, no, Kushper is not a featured artist, so... We might be talking about
Okay, what
either
do we-
some...
The shake on the tapping, as in the aim shake on the tapping patterns. That's very plasma.
Plasma.
Have you seen Plasma when he tries to tap above 220 and he wiggles like that?
I mean, yeah, but... okay, another map. Yomi Yori.
Okay.
But they're going on the easy maps. Songs compilation. Oh. Wait, Shimatsu? Oh, that's not Yomi Yori, but alright. Okay.
It'll do.
Moon's,
It'll do.
Moon's expert.
So, what do we think? Is
this guy thinks he's playing Bubbleman in 2020.
Are you just here to bully me and not the player?
I mean, they're missing... Oh, okay, they didn't miss that stream, though. Wait, are they tapping on
Okay,
the
so
top row?
we're thinking.
Oh my god. Oh,
I'm thinking tournament player. I'm thinking 5-digit tournament player.
I would say 50k. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. It's 7 stars.
No, but they were here trying to play Temptation. They're trying to give everything a go, okay?
Okay, yeah, maybe not 50k, but
49k.
okay, fair enough. That is close enough. That is close enough. Okay, they're hitting the jumps a little bit too late. They're recovering their act a little bit. 83% on the board, and we're about to start the first ki. I don't know if this section is gonna have death streams on this exact.
Is this
depth.
one of the new maps, or is this?
No, this is the old one.
The
This is
original.
yeah,
Okay,
this is
okay.
the kite map set.
I don't recognize it.
You don't. I mean, yeah, because
think
it's not the top tip,
I
dude.
don't think I ever played anything else.
Oh god.
Oh, the tapping
Oh
shake.
god. Oh. Like all I'm saying, like tapping on the top row is triggering me. I'm sorry. I've never seen
I think
that.
they're using an Uru.
They are. Oh
or
wait.
a keypad of some description.
Oh yeah, they are using a keypad.
Is it an Uru? I don't even know. I can't see
I think
that
at this point we're just focusing more on like their peripherals than on their actual gameplay. Because like we're trying to figure something out.
Okay, no, let's go back to the gameplay.
Okay, mid
No,
6
no,
stars.
they had Shimbatsu, Yomi Yori.
Why do we have an unknown map though? It's an unknown.
I have no idea.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Ooh, Chrono Diver.
Okay, come on.
This is 8 stars now? Wow. Okay, so they can... Look, okay, look. They're playing a little bit of everything. They are playing around about... That Temptation was 700 PP, and I reckon that was a stretch. But I reckon, you know, you pick that because you're confident you can FC it, right?
Wait, hold on. Okay, he's getting more. Okay. We see where
The
they're
movement
going.
is
Oh my. Oh. Okay, the tapping section. Okay, they hit that. Okay, more tapping. Oh, almost hit that. And we can see that their aim is wiggling a little bit.
Hey, are you moving off your 20k? 50k? Whatever it was?
I don't know, man. I'm probably thinking maybe, just maybe, 20k or something. I don't know. What's your gut telling you this time?
No, I'm going... I can't say with certainty that they're not a tournament player because they've just played every skill set, right?
Yeah.
If they would play a little bit of hidden or... Ooh! No, look, okay.
Nah.
They're picking this because they're confident on it. They're hitting some of this too.
But it's not like... It's like, wait, oh my god.
It's like one of those things you would play if you were on your home setup.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'm going to go 11.5k.
Okay, okay,
That's
that's
going to
valid.
be my hard, stuck final answer.
Then I'm just gonna go with, just so it looks better, 19k. That's my guess.
So it looks better. So not 50k then.
I mean, definitely not 50k, because if they try to play Temptation Nomad, and if at least they're trying to play anything that isn't, you know, aim heavy or something, like, I don't know.
Well, 5, 4, 3, 2,
2,
1. Well timed.
Times
Very,
over.
very well timed.
Very well timed, yeah. And
Any closing thoughts?
I'm really unsure, Bubbleman.
There is no way this is a farm player.
Definitely not. Maybe just an upcoming tournament player. Maybe they're just playing Nomad for fun. Maps they're seeing on the recent ranked section.
Well, let's see who it is.
Let's see who it is. Surprise us.
It's Vivi!
Oh! It's
What's up?
Zippy.
So, we got the Dutch part right. Sorry?
We got the Dutch part right, because you were
from
playing the fragmentation.
Yeah. That's the
Still
Dutch
close.
tournament.
No,
and
we
you
went
see,
overside. We went overside because we went 11k or 19k, and you're 15k.
yeah, I am.
Oh!
You know, like the Mr. Helix map.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was in Yeast.
Well, I literally designed most of that map.
You
so
designed that?
yeah, so that's why I wanted to play it, but unlucky.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
That's a real shame.
that's a shame.
Unlucky.
You're the driving force behind a lot of the ranked gameplay, right?
Yeah, rank play.
Oh, really?
It was your document that ranked is based off
Pretty much, yeah.
with all the cards and with the system and
Yeah.
XP?
So Ed like talked about it on stream, BTMC, and then I compiled a document from it, and then he showed that document to like OSU headquarters.
So you did like the dirty work.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much did the dirty work.
So guys, when you lose in that ranked booth over there, you know who's responsible.
My bad, my bad.
You got somebody to blame now. It's not you. You can actually pull the blame. Isn't that crazy?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for participating.
Of course, of
Thank
course.
you
And
so
of course,
much.
you get to walk away with a rooting uwu.
Congratulations! So, as we mentioned before, there were 2 players left before this one, so that means we're about to see the last player of tonight, right?
Imagine being able to play your own storyboard map on stage.
That is
Can I
honestly
just-
aura.
Can I just interject that? Can I just like interject that? Like, if you have made most of the assets for a storyboard map and you get to like show it on this big stage, because
It was really unfortunate that you know we
Yeah,
weren't able
I
to,
agree, I
to see it live. Really unfortunate, but
East,
you know,
2 years ago was on the
Yeah.
second stage. It was all happening on the smaller stage.
yeah, it was happening. Everything was happening, like not even on this on the backstage. Yeah, it was on like the small. So if you guys weren't here back in like 2024, Yokespy organized the first Yeast tournament. There used to be like right where you're seeing the backstage entrance where the staff members are, there was like a smaller area where players like could use like
it was just a second stage.
Yeah,
it was
second
just a
stage.
small
A
place
smaller
with a projector
stage,
set
right?
up. It was nice. It was cozy,
It
and
was small.
it was some of the most intense sight reading battles that I've ever seen.
So
That's where Follow the Line came from, no?
Exactly. Follow the Line, Going to Work by Melon
Yeah.
Boy. It originated from that tournament, and we had like a lot of really fun storyboard maps. And yeah, if you guys played Follow the Line or well, Going to Work, that originated from Yeast. So you know, again,
And you played in Yeast again this year.
I played every single Yeast iteration, and I had a lot of fun. Although I gotta say, I got really unlucky both this year and the next year.
Unlucky,
No.
man. No, it was all luck.
I gotta say something because I told Mr. Helix, he told me, you should put the background dim to 0. Like, no, because like I played every other map at 30%. So there was a stage where there was a sandstorm and you could barely see any circles unless you were right in front of the monitor, right? And I left my background dim, like general background dim, at 50%.
So you
So
couldn't
you
see
weren't-
anything.
You weren't supposed to see things at 0%, and I had a 50% background dim. And the lights were also hitting my
unlucky.
face.
So unlucky. Yeah, it wasn't because you didn't follow instructions at all.
Yeah, although I gotta say, in the first iteration of the tournament, I did use an InstaFade skin, and nobody knew that if you use InstaFade, the head circles won't load because they're using the head circles. And you know, since I only had the default numbers for the InstaFade skin, I was seeing nothing. So
Well,
now come on,
That's a learning experience at least. That okay.
I mean,
will
Jokespite-
put that down to unlucky.
Jokespite didn't know that either. So like that was a learning experience.
I'm really looking forward to getting home and playing the East maps because I don't think we saw all of them this year.
No, I don't think we did.
There was a lot of technical difficulties. I really feel for everybody involved in that production because
I mean, yeah,
it was
because it takes a
nobody's
lot of
fault.
effort.
It was nobody's fault. It was just that everybody got unlucky
Yeah.
this year.
Really unfortunate events, but you know, we pulled through like every other year, even though we finished like what 2 hours later than what it should have. I think because it was supposed to end at what 2:30, and we ended up at like almost 5. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was supposed to end at 2:30, and then we could have some time before Spas's showcase. But then whatever happened, and we saw that last showcase. Like we saw the showcase, and then we just continued with the tournament. So. It worked out at the end, We had some difficulties, but what matters is that we at least got some very cool. I mean, at least I enjoyed the showcase. I don't know
The
about you.
Mega Mix showcase.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, it was brilliant. I'm looking forward to getting home and playing the map.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, fun fact: since I was up there watching the
Oh,
showcase,
you were on stage waiting.
I was watching there. So right when the showcase finished, I was like, I'm downloading that map. I want to try it, and then I realized,
Is it on the PC?
I mean, it is on my account.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I won't reveal many details of how the COE PCs work, but
Have we got the last player ready?
are they done with their warm-up?
Because we've been told we can go soon.
We can go soon. Okay, so half a minute, 30 seconds left in the clock.
I'm getting a thumbs up from Hunter backstage. So we'll see. We'll give it a second. We'll give it a moment. So this is the last player.
I'm
We have
already
been-
hearing things.
Everybody has been out by. We were either side of this one. We were either side of this one last time. So if we work together this time, maybe we can close in.
You're right,
and
because we
get
were
the
close
right
last
rank.
time, because
We
I
were
said
close.
19K,
If we
you
split
said
the
11K.
difference- if we
Exactly,
split the
we need
difference,
to
we
get
would've
into
been
a
right.
median so we can
Okay.
find out the better rank.
Okay.
Sort of.
So we're ready.
Okay,
Last player, last competitor.
Okay.
In 3, 2,
2, 1.
Let's go. We got 10 minutes. Show your stuff. Oh, it's loose. Is it Lucent Skin? It is. 404 aim not found.
Also known as the backstage skin for all of you new gens. Oh.
What was it he said? He feels sort of responsible for bringing this Rust Belt cursor back by deep frying it and using it. But yeah, you know what? Okay, so
Maybe this player didn't have enough time to warm up.
initial thoughts. Initial thoughts.
Their aim is like really circular. Like they are having trouble to snap. That's the first thing I'm watching. So I can tell that maybe they haven't played it in a very long time, or they're just not that solid at the game in the first place.
Or their tablet isn't working and they're on mouse.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know,
We'll
maybe
have to figure out what their tapping's like.
exactly. Okay,
They're
so
on tab. Okay, well,
tablet player
all right.
and okay, regular setup. Apparently, nothing fishy, nothing out of the
That's
ordinary. Is that a COE tablet?
What is
cover?
that?
Is that a COE tablet cover? It is.
That's a COE tablet cover?
Huh.
Where did they get that? I didn't know you could get that.
Me neither.
I want one. Did they make that themselves? Maybe.
Maybe you know some.
No, back
hidden-
to like okay.
yeah, back
to the
back to the
gameplay.
gameplay. Back to the gameplay.
Is that a Coralax grip?
Wait.
Is that it?
Is it?
Is that a grip you can get at the shop?
It might be actually.
No, back to the
Yeah,
gameplay.
back.
The tapping seems actually relatively confident.
Although I gotta add, for those who didn't know, Pepe just implementing a new feature in Laser where you can actually remove hit animations. That's why you're seeing this skin as it looks like insta-fade. So
You
this
see, I didn't even notice that. I
Really?
didn't even notice that.
really
No, at all.
well. This player either looks at the Laser updates video or they're just an insider from the GitHub.
Maybe this player is the laser updates video. Pishy fat.
I see where you're going at, Bubbleman. I see where you're going at. But didn't we just say
maybe
that
this player is the laser updates video? Peppy.
you might be cooking? You might be cooking. Oh, look, this map even has the outro. They're having a lot of trouble even following the sliders from what I can
Oh,
see.
they look nervous.
You know, it's the stage aura, you know. Feeling intimidated by, you know, being watched by a lot of cool Osu gamers around here.
Yeah, the two of us on the couch.
Yeah, but we're used to it, kind of. I mean, you are more than me, that's for sure. I'm well there, but
Okay. So, very circular aim, right?
they have
On
a
tablet.
keypad, but they're
They
not
have a
using
keypad
it.
and they're not using it.
That's a flex, okay. They're
They-
just going in to
what's
get
the
the rank.
keypad? The Wooting Uwu?
Yep, looks like it. And it even looks like it has
You can
custom
get from our
keycaps.
wonderful sponsor Wooting?
Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Did you guys know you can also get your your switches changed at the wooting stand? Isn't that awesome?
Catch them 9 to 5 and they'll swap out the Wooting switches in your Wooting Uwu. You have to bring it along.
Of
For
course.
some new Lecker Tick and L2.
Yeah, switches.
What
I
is
think
it?
50 grams, if I recall right.
The really nice switches as well.
Oh yeah, I've
actually.
tried it
I
out
played
on the
with them.
wooting stand earlier this morning. And
Sidetrack day, okay.
Ooh, okay.
I saw the tapping on the last map. This player's a flow aim player. I can see it.
you can feel it? Oh yeah, exactly, because they missed on a jump. They're one of us. They're one of my kind. They missed on nothing. They're definitely a flowing player.
Okay, we gotta wait for them to get into the streams. This is really gonna separate whether they're like high rank in streams and they can't play too much else, or or adjusting to a stage setup. Like,
Yeah, it is kind of rough, but I mean, to be honest, aim map. That's all I'm gonna say. Aim map. But so far, at least they're holding combo. Okay, they didn't break. Okay, I didn't curse them. Thank you. So let's see how they hold up for the first part of the map.
Let's see
Well,
them.
let's see the streams, Bubbleman.
let's shred. It's the long version.
No, it's a long
not.
version. No, it's like the semi.
What?
Okay, it's not the slop version. You know, it's like the one before that, kind of.
How many cut versions of this song are there?
I can count at least
There's
3.
there's the normal version, the 5-minute one. There's
Yeah.
the cut version, which is this, which is a really long.
And then the
intro.
Dynamo, I mean not Dynamo, but
And
the
then
one that got ranked
the,
shortly.
like,
And then
ringtone
Saizo's.
size one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This
Okay.
is the Sotox one then.
Look at the overtap though. Look at the UR bar.
Oh, was that an over aim though?
Yeah, oh yeah.
No,
true,
no,
true,
no,
true,
no.
true,
But
true,
look
true.
at the UR bar.
Yeah, really consistent tapping from we can see. Oh, yeah, like consistent tapping, but like the aim is just going off, I think. Okay, they're hitting. Oh, no, not
Okay,
entirely.
clip, hold on.
Okay, hold on.
all the way to
Oh, close. Nice try. I wonder what. Oh, smash out. That's a map I haven't seen in a long time. This is low key, a very cultured pick, to be honest.
You know what? I agree, actually. This is one of those maps that's faded, and only the knowers remember. Only the old heads remember this.
Those who know, as the kids say nowadays. But I mean,
Gut feeling right now. Gut feeling.
I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think, cause like low-key, what we saw.
75k.
Yeah, probably close to 6-digit. I mean, 75k is not that close. I feel like maybe they're 80k because they're finding a lot of inconsistencies on like these high SR picks for their level.
Do you think a high-ranked player is more affected by changing setups, or a low-ranked player? Or do you reckon everyone's affected equally? What do you reckon?
Not equally, but it really, like, it shouldn't affect your level, like to this degree at least. Because at least when I played for the first time on stage, at least here on COE, yeah, I was nervous and I was playing way worse than what I could have. But it's like, I could at least do something. Like, it wasn't like a terrible troll or anything. If we don't count the TT2, I couldn't tap, of course. But we don't talk about that. My aim was like kinda up, but it was still playable. So I think, yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to it, but if they had time to warm up and what, 8 minutes, like 7 minutes have already passed. I mean, they must have warmed up just a little bit. Like like what they're playing right now should be at their caliber or at least close to it. Like, unless they want to, like, I don't know, shred, and they want to show, okay, guys, I just installed the game and I wanna shred.
Good feeling, right? The aim is really floaty. It's floating around these circles.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
so
not snapping.
I think this is someone that is a flow aim player and plays mostly flow aim farm. Oh, another fail.
Another fail.
I think they can tap and they can get good accuracy on hard rock. Hard rock. And they just keep going and keep trying the flow aim until they get it. So I think something around about 70k. That's my gut feeling.
To be honest, okay, just for the sake of it, 65k would be my choice. Maybe 66.
Are you just copying me now? Or are you working off me? We're trying to cover a wider range.
No, I'm thinking maybe 66. I don't know. They're like in that range, you know, 68. Maybe 67k. You know what? I'm gonna say it.
No, you didn't.
They're having a lot of trouble. What SR is this again? Did you catch how much?
I think it's around about 6.5. Oh, all these 1-3.
I mean, at least they can kind of tap it, but yeah, what? It's oh my god, it's 6-7, whatever. Russian cover.
Okay, 1 minute left. Where do we go? 6.3 to 7.3 stars.
I mean, last minute, you have to clutch up your best play.
Rip it.
Let's go. Come on, show your best. And we already got 100 on the first slider.
Funny. Every single time we've looked for the last song, it's always been one with a really slow intro. Oh, this can't be it.
This can't be it. Like, come on, show us a little bit of sauce, because I think this is one of those songs that has a very long intro that has just nothing burger.
Okay, floaty aim, right? They haven't played any speed.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's because they're trying to hide their speed from us?
No, I think they can tap anything above 180. That's my guess.
Okay, well, 5,
4, 3, 2,
1. Let's guess their rank.
Let's guess their rank. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I have a gut feeling that they might be 80k.
80k.
That's my final guess.
Okay, and what gives you that impression?
Because first of all, they couldn't snap anything, and they're tapping. I mean, while they could tap some streams, it just wasn't consistent at all. And it just doesn't give me the feeling that they're like a well solidified player enough to be like at a higher rank.
So
like, They're starting off.
I see the consistency. I can imagine it. I can envision it. Okay, because their unstable rate on the streams at least was good, and that's like a well-practiced tapping skill set.
Yeah, true, but still, if you can, for example, pass the top div of Sidetrack Day, I mean, they do have the tapping for it, but still, it's 7 stars. I'm assuming that nowadays, especially on Laser, because they've been playing on Laser, there's no luck. They can cheese out a pass.
This is the second player. I'm going to guess 68K.
Nah.
But this time I mean it, okay? This time it's not from some like convoluted like master plan of mine to like catch them out for being a 6-digit D-ranker. No, I just think they're 68K.
Nah, I'm just going to say
they're straight up 68K.
My range probably, yeah, maybe maximum 75. 75K.
75K. No, lock in a number.
I don't know, man. I'm just going to say 76.
76.
76K. That's my final guess.
And I think 68K. So we're actually pretty close. We cover a wide range in a small area, right? Okay. This is when we find out that they're 2-digit and they were playing with their left hand when they're right hand.
I would honestly do bad things if that's the case. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
if the player could please come out to the main stage.
Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out.
I'm so sorry for my terrible gameplay. Like, it was completely unfamiliar setup for me.
Zenjez.
Good to see you here.
Thank you so very much.
Your guess was pretty...
off.
We were
You had a
totally
pretty
off.
good guess with that gameplay. It's like
Yeah, when
2
you
times worse than I play usually.
Okay,
Man,
that
And
happens.
also I'm rusty.
A lot of things at once, but hey, at least you're on stage. Say hi to everybody. Well played.
And am I right in thinking that he will be on stage again for the artists and musicians panel?
I mean, it is in like right now at 10:30. There's like a musician panel going on right now.
Can I get confirmation from production? So,
25 minutes, we get the musician and artist panel.
and also,
And also,
Zenjez?
yeah, everybody has to pick their prices at the help desk.
Zenjez wins a new keypad.
Make sure to get to the help desk to get your prices.
But that, unfortunately, is all we have time for this one. It was started a little late. We're now back on schedule. You can thank production for enjoying their sushi. I hope it was good sushi.
I hope it was nice.
And thank you very much, Aleph, for joining me. It has been a great pleasure to have you on the stage.
Well, of course, it's an honor that you invited me to be here on the amazing caster couch with you, being able to take part on this amazing event when like such an amazing audience was watching. I'm really grateful for everybody that stayed this late. And I hope you guys have fun on the musician panel event that's coming up in 25 minutes.
And I hope you guys had fun at Guess the Rank. Thank you so
Exactly.
much for being here and hanging out and having a good time. Check back. Check out the musicians and artists panel. So much great information from some lovely creatives that were, some of them cultivated in this very community, like
Exactly.
Zenjez. So don't go anywhere, or do. Go get some water, go stand up, stretch your legs. Come back here, check out the artist and musician panel. Thank you very much, Aleph. Thank you, Zootinator. I hope you're enjoying your food wherever you are. And I've been Bubbleman. Take care.
Woo!
Hello? Is this the Kata Kata Wooting Club? I guess I got the wrong room. Just my luck on my first day at Uwu High School.
Eh? Hey man, you must be Marco, the new transfer student, right?
Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sander, the club rep of the Kata Kata Wooting Club. Come on in.
Yeah, I always loved gaming and keyboards, so I thought this would be a great club for me. Look, this is my keyboard.
It's a nice keyboard, but I think you can do better. Let me show you what I got.
Sugoi! A Wooting?
This is my Wooting 60H V2. Pretty awesome, right?
Man, I wish I had a Wooting myself.
Well, Marco, you don't have to worry, because we have a very special club member.
Hello!
What is that?
I'm Switchy. I'm so happy to meet you, Marco.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
A true gamer needs the blessing of rabbit trigger and adjustable actuation to reach their full potential. Are you ready to become a true gamer?
I will do my best. Gambarimasu! Man, this game f***ing sucks. The things you have to do for the eroge buff. I miss you, HVIC.
Good evening, everyone who is still here at the venue and maybe watching on stream. Welcome to the musician/artist panel. I'm Nico, this is Kushper.
Hello.
And this is just a chill late-night discussion about what it's like to make music for OSU and just the tournament scene, custom music scene in general. Very calm, very like chill panel. We are open to questions whenever. So if you're in the crowd, feel free to raise your hand. At any point, we'll have someone come to you with a mic and camera.
Yeah,
so
we'd
that
love your input.
Yes.
It'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Please ask questions. I'll say that much. First, for a bit of background on both of us, I'll start. I'm Nico. I'm a custom music producer. I've been doing electronic music since 2021. Got into the OSU scene about 3 years ago, give or take, and I specialize mainly in bass-heavy genres, neurofunk, dubstep, and etc. And I've done a few tournaments in the past.
Yeah, and I'm Kushper. You might know me from OSU. I used to be quite active as a player. I played in OWC and stuff. And for the past few years, I've been focusing more on electronic music. I've done quite a few tracks for OSU now, also for the 1v1 tournament, if you've been there. That was our track from the both of us. And yeah, we're giving this panel now here. Excited to talk about music.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and this is what it's all about. So first, we wanted to dig into what it's like to even get to the point of making music for a tournament. So there's a few ways that can happen. Usually it's just connections. It comes down to connections or just a simple reach out. I have a good example of this. While I did do some smaller tournaments before, my first maybe slightly bigger tournament was 5WC in 2024. And that was just as simple as sending a DM to Stage, who was hosting the tournament at the time, and showing my portfolio, hey, would you like to have custom music? And that was as easy as that. Or it can be that people reach out to you after 5WC 2025, where I did Grand Finals Tiebreaker. Vivi, who did the intro video for that song, reached out to me and said, hey, we're doing NDC this year, would you like to make a song? So it can be either or, but it usually comes down to who you know and obviously your work.
Yeah, and obviously when artists do more projects for OSU, then you sort of get more visibility within the community.
Yep.
And of course, tournament hosts are often looking for cool new projects, and they're, if they have a good artist in mind, then outreach can also happen quite often.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially like the further in you go, it usually is more outreach than artists reaching out. Artists reaching out might be more at the beginning, but then of course when you get traction and there's more demand and you're better known, there's going to be more people reaching out to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, custom music has found a pretty good footing in the general tournament scene. Obviously, the first, I'd say, big break for custom music was Uparts in OWC. When was that? In the early 2020s.
Something like that.
Obviously, custom music has been a thing for longer than that, but I think that was the first big thing, oh yeah, we can do huge things with customs.
Yeah, and it's way more common to see them nowadays than a few years ago, because
Absolutely.
I used to play tournaments back in the day, and customs were much rarer back then.
Of course, and nowadays it's not too rare that even smaller tournaments will have customs. There's artists everywhere that want to do things. Customs have become quite customary, dare I say. They're relatively common, but still hold that special thing of a tournament got music made for it. And I think it's beautiful, and I think it's great that it's become much more of a mainstay.
Yeah, especially because you see in OSU in general where the developers are putting a lot of the resources into getting more featured artists, and newer features of the game are also more focused about focusing on the catalog of featured artists, right?
Yes, best example is ranked mode, which recently got in, which only features songs that are licensed, or at the very least by featured artists. I don't have the exact memory of that.
Yeah, that's it.
But still, with more and more featured artists, more and more licensed music, we're seeing a slight pivot, organic pivot.
Yeah, which was not possible, just a couple of years ago.
Absolutely.
Because back then the pool of featured artist songs was much smaller.
Yes.
So it's great to see OSU transition into this where really we can have most of the music be proprietary. We have the rights to it.
Exactly.
Which opens up so many possibilities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and especially important with the growth of the game that they have more and more music licensed to themselves.
Yeah. So shout out to the Osu devs. That's great stuff they're doing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you have anything else about
No,
this
we can move
section?
on, I think.
So I think next a good thing to talk about, and I think a good chunk of this will be, what is it like to make custom music for a tournament?
Yeah.
Where do we start, Kushper?
Well, I think that one of the most interesting things about making a custom track for Osu is that you're not just making a music piece that is going to be listened to. It's applied music. You're making something for a game.
Exactly, and this is where the first major step for communication comes up, which is talking with poolers for the tournament.
Yeah.
What slot do we want the music for? And this is a very important thing for all you aspiring TOs. If you want custom music, be ready to give the artists a slot that you want them to work on, because that affects music quite a lot.
Yep, and it sort of works both ways, because when an artist comes to a tournament, then that artist will have a portfolio. They will be making specific genres of music, and then there's expectations to what possible slots you can have in a pool, right? So if somebody does a lot of dubstep music, then that may be better for a Nomad 4. But there's a lot of different genres in Osu, right?
Exactly.
It's super diverse.
Absolutely. It's not necessarily genre dependent. It's just what slot could the music fit, and then we work off of that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then, of course, after figuring out a slot, it's all about direction, reference tracks. What do we want the song to be like? This is where there's a bit of a breaking point, I'd say, because in certain situations, poolers and TOs know exactly what they want.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they don't. Bringing up Astro for Light, our song for the COE 1v1, if we could get a little bit of that song.
Cool.
So this is the song we made for the COE 1v1 tournament. And with this song, we didn't really have a super clear direction at the start. We were told, hey, we might want, I think a No Mod 4 was our first direction.
Yeah.
And we got a few ideas from the poolers back at the time.
They gave a few example maps. They were like, hey, can you do something like that? That would be awesome, based on what we've seen in both of your portfolios.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so basically, and that's, I think, one of the best directions to get as a musician.
Absolutely.
Is they also said like, hey, just cook. You
Yeah,
know, we
exactly.
trust you that you're gonna go make something cool.
Absolutely, and we did go off of that. Now, of course, I think also there's merit in giving very clear direction. I'd say being able to say like, hey, this is the type of song we'd like you to make, and then that's an easy way for the artist to like measure like, okay, can I do this, can I not do this?
Yeah. It's very context dependent. It's also what the
Absolutely.
poolers need, what does the musician need. It's very differing based on what project it is.
And there's nuance, but for our case, since we had a very free-form brief, we spent a lot of time coming up with the song.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty big chunk of at least our process for Astrophyllite was just getting clear ideas of what are we going to do with this song.
Yeah, and then how do you communicate an idea with poolers, right?
Absolutely.
Because as a musician, you may know a lot of jargon. You can be very specific. You can be like, we're going to do it in this time measure, and we're going to use these types of chords, that sort of stuff. But not always does that say something to poolers or other tournament staff. So one of the most important tools that we've used, also to communicate in between ourselves, is to find great reference tracks.
Exactly, and this is what we focused on, because I am guilty of talking about genres like everyone knows what I'm talking about. I know the hyper-specific, like, different types of, you know this chord, and it's different because of this and this. So it was all about finding reference tracks.
And the funny thing is that because we are also, we had a great cooperation, but we are also from different corners. So even between us, it was interesting because whenever we would listen to reference tracks, then you would be like, "Oh, dude, this is like a 4 on the floor, up tempo, high tech," and I was like, "I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What does that even mean?"
Absolutely. And this is for the artists out there a great reason to do collabs. Is you learn a lot if you depending on who you're working with.
I know a lot more about genres right now.
But yes, a great way to communicate with poolers is to get a bunch of reference tracks, and this is what we spent a lot of time on. And it's also an amazing way to figure out what you want to do, because it's just, we spent so much time in call just like listening to music, like, hey, could this idea work? Could this idea work? And like, I believe our very first reference track was a Specialist by Bubbleman, very well-known producer, very well-known Eurofunk song, I believe, at least in the Osu community.
Yep.
And then that was like kind of the jumping off point. You know, from here, okay, so we know we're going to do 170 BPM tech. So what can we do with that? And then that kind of built up. Off the top of my head, some other reference tracks we had was Odysseia by Sober Bear.
True.
Some more melodic neuro. We had, I believe, a song by the Bimani Sound team.
Yeah. Because we were just we were gonna lean into the neuro thing, but also gonna make it a little bit more melodic, right? So we sort of created a mishmash of different reference tracks that were all quite different from each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then like make a song that combines these sort of aspects. And the cool part is that because we also have we found reference tracks through Osu, and then you also have an idea of what the map could be like, right?
Exactly.
Because then you have similar rhythms to that. So this also helps the poolers a lot because like when we think about the songs, they think about the maps. They're thinking about, oh, this is going to be a little bit like Specialist maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And for them, that's super clear. That's much clearer than talking about music jargon.
Absolutely. Digging into that, I'd say a bit more. The process of making music for a certain slot with rhythm games in mind, it's very different from making music in a different context. Like the fact that you have to think about, okay, there's a map going to be made out of this. This is for a game.
Yeah.
We have to adapt to that.
Yeah, and I think in general, because I also do like game music, but outside the rhythm game scene, and it's super interesting because you sort of have a roles flipped situation there.
Absolutely.
Because in that case, when you're working together with a team for a game, it's like, hey, we have this game, and we need this music to be absolutely subservient to whatever is happening in the game. You know, whenever something changes in the game, something needs to change in the music. So you have to make music that adapts to the game. But in rhythm games, it's the opposite way around. So you make music that decides what's going to happen in the game.
Exactly.
And because of that, you need to do a lot of level design as a composer already.
Absolutely.
And that's like that's why I really like making music for Osu. Like, it's so cool. It's like so many things at the same time.
Yeah, and I think this is, to talk about aspiring producers, if those are listening, this is something to keep in mind. And especially for me, this was a learning curve. For those who don't know, I do not play Os. I have never played it. I think I have like 1 play on Standard and like 10 plays on Mania. But it's something to learn because obviously if you have background in the game, you already kind of know what kind of things are possible. But like the only rhythm game I've played properly is Archaea. I have like hundreds of hours in that. But still, you have to know what's possible in the game and not go too far either. Because I think in my earlier tracks, I didn't know what I was doing. I knew what rhythm game music is. I had like ideas, I can do this genre, but then like I think it kind of fell apart when I was making the music, is like it just didn't work for a map.
Yeah, and that's where knowledge about Osu is super valuable when you're making music for Osu. Even if you're not even that high a level of a producer or whatever, you haven't done that much, even just having played Osu so much gives you that knowledge about, hey, this rhythm will work, this rhythm won't, right? Because you already know in your head what you like to play.
Exactly. And to go back to Astroflight and how that affected that, I think it was almost subconscious to the whole process. Obviously, like the more you make music, the more you just forget about it and it just comes naturally. But you know, there were moments where like when I was like deciding between this rhythm or that rhythm, it was like, okay, do I want to throw the people off or do I rather want to like bring some comfort and like bring this rhythm back? I'm thinking in the latter parts of the song, the last drop, for example, I thought a lot about like, okay, I'm doing these genre switches, like these rhythm switches, because I go from like a more Jersey-like drum pattern to a drum and bass type pattern. I was thinking like, okay, how do I make this fair? How do I still make it work for like a flowier map?
Yeah, exactly. And we can talk about rhythms in rhythm game music, which is kind of, I guess, obvious. But
yeah,
I think because that's sort of more like the micro aspect.
Yes.
But I think, you know, from all the projects I've done in Osu, I think the reason why some songs work in Osu and why some don't is also absolutely about the energy curve of a song.
Exactly.
Which is important for any type of music, really. It's not just for games. It's in any song, a good intensity curve is super important because it's sort of managing the expectation of the listener. But especially in a game like Osu, you want to have it's not just it's the duration of the song, but it's also when is it going to be intense, when is it going to be less intense, and this needs to not match a comfortable listening intensity curve, but it needs to match the gameplay curve, right?
Exactly.
So when do you put the breaks down? When do you make it more intense? Make it so that it makes sense and so that a nice level is created.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, this all comes down to planning. Planning was so important. We spent hours and hours and hours just planning the song and then also laying things down before we even get started. I'd actually want to talk about what it was like to collab, because obviously collaborating, while not maybe like the most standard thing, it's still pretty common in the custom music scene, and everyone does it differently. But for Kushper, this was your first collab, right?
This was my first collab.
Yeah.
It seems we have an audience question. Can we get a mic in, please?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
I just wanted to ask a quick question about the collaboration that you did for this tournament. Were you how do I phrase this? Were you asked to collaborate together, or was it one of you was asked and then you brought in another friend sort of type of deal? How did it work out?
Yeah, fun question.
Great question. I think I'll take the lead on this.
Sure.
So this actually goes all the way back to last COE, when I was working on NDC 2025's Grand Finals tiebreaker.
Which is the big Dutch 1v1 tournament, for those who don't know.
And the whole time I was like, man, I want to go to COE. I'd love to work on COE. And I was talking with Vivi at some point, hey, maybe I'll reach out and see if I could make a song, haha, kind of like that. And then it kind of went into hibernation for a while, and then I was like, hey, I clicked with Kushper pretty well.
Yeah, because we were both doing a song for NDC, like separately.
Yes.
But there was like just a sort of Discord VC where the artists would hang out.
Yeah.
So we would give feedback on each other's tracks. And I was making Defragmentation back then, which was also on stage just an hour ago. And you were working on Tempus Aeternum, the tiebreaker. And we were giving each other feedback on those tracks, and then we sort of learned each other's styles and what we were about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided to reach out to Kushper to say, like, hey, would you want to collab on this? Also because Kushper is an established player and established in the Dutch community, and I thought, hey, why not give it a shot? And then Kushper, you were the one to reach out, correct?
Yeah, I was the one who for the COE 1v1 tournament. I decided to reach out and say, like, hey, can we get something going for this? Because I think it would be really neat if we could collab and make a song for that. And yeah, that got accepted pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And one aspect why we decided to collab as well, which I think is interesting to mention, is because my background in music is, I originally come from a classical conservatory. My music is very much focused on music theory and writing melodies and chords and whatever. That's definitely something that I lean on more, that I would say is my strength. But I don't really have the super in-depth knowledge about electronic music, you know, like it's a whole scene, all these genres. It's quite new to me, so to speak. And then
for me, it was kind of, while I also do have a classical background, I wasn't as dug into it as Kushper is. I know my music theory. I played classical viola for about 10 years.
For sure, I would never imply that you don't.
But I did focus for the past 4 years so much more on the technical aspect of music production and how do I sound design, how do I make good drops. I learned a lot. If you look at all my tiebreakers I did for 5WC, even NDC, there's so much that goes into more of the bass music aspect of things.
Yeah.
And this was, I think, a great opportunity for us to lean on each other's strengths, but also have a learning opportunity. We actually had a very conscious decision at the start that we were going to do each other's things. We wanted to challenge ourselves and try to do something different, both of us. I did more melodic things, and Kushper had a really good crack at the bass stuff, which ended up sounding absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, the first drop was mine, and I remember when we were working on it, you know, we did the whole intro and we worked on it together.
Yes.
And then it was like, okay, well, Nico is going to do the build-up, and then it's like, okay, here's the build-up, good luck with that drop. And I thought like, oh my God, now I really have to do it. I have no idea how to do this. I never did this before. But I got a lot of help from Nico, and you know, I got a lot of good reference tracks, and I figured it out.
You know, nothing a few reference tracks and a few good tutorials can't fix.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so in general, we learned a lot from each other, and it's been an amazing collab. Yeah.
Yes, and obviously, like, styles of collaborations change. For example, we work in different DAWs, so our way to collaborate was just to bounce out our part, send it to the other one, they can slot into their project, and that was a very nice way to do it. Some people just work in the same DAW, they bounce each other project files. Some people do other ways, and I've like, for example, done a collab where one person sent me stems, I mix them in, and they work like just on their own kind of different, and I have the whole project. So great ways to collaborate. And I'd love to talk about what communicating during a collaboration is like, because it's so important. We could also dig into other communication later, but starting with music.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Communication is not just when you're talking to each other, but I think that for us, like, I think like 50% of the time, well, not the time, but we spent like a whole month just planning out the project beforehand. So first of all, figuring out what do we want, what do I want, what do you want, what are our expectations, because getting that clear is, I think, absolutely essential for a project like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because and one of the elements of that I think is essential is that as a musician, you really want to show yourself off in your music. You want to prove yourself. You want to do something cool. And then how do you let yourself shine while also giving space to the other person, right? Because if I'm just going to strongman and say like, well, I think it should be like this, so therefore it is going to be like this, and then I don't give any space to you. So it was sort of learning how to give and take in a project like this and say like, okay, normally all the creative decisions are mine, but this time only 50% are mine.
Exactly, yeah. And also very important, because you mentioned how long we planned, having a shared direction, having a shared understanding of like, what are we going to do with this song? Like, it's absolutely crucial, and I would say also crucial for poolers, because then poolers will know what to expect of the song.
Yeah, and that was also something that we put time in to make clear of them. Tell them, okay, these are the reference tracks, this is the duration. We also told them what the planning was for the structure of the song once we had that ready. So I think when I think about the Google Doc we made, it was basically literally like, oh, this is the intro, and then this is the first drop, and it's going to sound a little bit like this song, and then we have this part which is going to sound like that. Exactly. And that sounds maybe a little bit like we plagiarized stuff, but to be clear, a reference track in this case is like a general direction kind of thing.
Yes.
It's not like we try to copy another song's drop and slot it into our own track. That's
absolutely.
Just to make that clear, that's how musicians work with reference tracks, I think.
Yeah, I have really good examples. If I look at both of my tiebreakers for 5WC, I could point out for every single section, this was my main reference track for this. Yeah. And I could do this for Astrofalite as well. And it's, I think, just a richness that we can take inspiration while not copying, and I think that's so important.
Yeah, and in the end, whenever you're making music, or you could even take it broader and talk about art in general, and you're working not in a vacuum. You're always working within a world where other works of art exist, and you're always drawing from that, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. So reference tracks are a very logical step in that regard.
Absolutely. Next, what could we talk about next? Is there something more you'd want to bring up about the process of production?
Yeah, so I think what's cool to mention as well is...
there's a question, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yes, we can take the question, it's okay. Oh yeah, they're fixing for the lighting. No worries.
I was wondering, you mentioned rhythm earlier that's very important for OSU maps. How do you see other music genres as future in custom maps? Because most of the time now it's almost always EDM, and then to be specific, like J-core and stuff you see in rhythm games usually. And while we have seen, especially with the most recent OWC with the ICDD custom for the tiebreaker, how do you see other genres' viability or maybe future as for custom songs?
Yeah, great question. Yeah.
Kushpa, I'll let you take the lead on that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, a great question. So what you said about how the customs in OSU are generally in the EDM genre, that's absolutely true. Although I think that they're... Sorry?
That was talkback, it's fine.
I think that the customs that you see in OWC or other big tournaments that are in other genres are absolutely fantastic, and I think people are always super hyped to see new genres getting known within OSU. And I think one of the sort of reasons why we see so much EDM is, well, when you look at people who come from OSU to make music, which is, I would be a good example of that, but there's many others as well. Then you could mostly get people who start, just making their own productions, maybe in their room with their whatever DAW they have, and then you pretty clearly get a direction towards EDM, which is a pretty easy genre to make. in that regard, right? If you're just
Exactly.
doing it by yourself. Because the reality is that if you want to have a metal track in Osu, then you need to have a metal band. And then you need to get all those players, and then you get to a topic which we will actually talk about a little bit further along
Yes.
in this panel, which is about the money aspect of,
Yep.
of custom tracks and how that all works. Because that also is something that is a bit of a difficult topic within OSU. And that's why you see in the big tournaments that they can get ICDD, because they also have enough to spend for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah, the accessibility standpoint is a very important one, I'd say. The main reason we see EDM is especially because it is accessible. It's easy to make EDM because it's easy to get your hands on the tools to make EDM.
Yeah.
The first songs I made was basically all free stuff. And even like some of my earlier, like I'd say even like Beyond Reality for 5WC, there's a lot of free software in there and not much paid software. So that's, I think, the main reason. Now, I think to go into another aspect, which is the feasibility of other genres as well, I think it's about finding the overlap between the rhythmic language you see in X electronic genre and how that could maybe be found in another genre. Because there are conventions in the OSU tournament scene in general. We know what this no mod needs to look like, and we know what this hard lock needs to look like, what this and that. How do we work with that? Maybe how could we branch out like that? And I think that's how we end up making new stuff and like, getting new things in.
You know, I think that for a few years now, a lot of tournaments have been trying to sort of move away from the very typical slot pooling that we've seen for years and years within OSU, which is slot pooling is not just about maps, but it's also about genres, right? It's a very clear expectation that your normal one will be like an anime song, right? Your number 2 will be probably a metal song, or it will be like
psytrance maybe.
Yeah, like that. And you can sort of like pinpoint specific genres for each individual slot, which kind of locks you down into having specific genres. But I think that the most surprising maps that we see nowadays in new tournaments are certainly those that can break the rules. And in that aspect, having songs be in different genres, I think that's like one of the great frontiers, and I think that's great to have. And you know, in my projects with OSU, I try to experiment with that. I try to, I think maybe not everybody's familiar with the term, but nowadays eclectic music is a big topic, and it's about combining different genres together. You know, with my track defragmentation, it starts like a super standard psytrance track, but then in the middle, I switch over to like a really quick jazz. Why not?
Exactly.
And, but I think it's like definitely one of the best things that could happen to OSU custom music in the future is to get more variety in genres. And that's not just about custom music in general. I think in general, OSU would benefit a lot from that, because outside of tournaments, if you just look at ranked maps, my God, there's so much out there. It's amazing. There's so many different types of songs. You know, although I will say that there is always the limiting factor of, which is especially true for tournaments. For tournaments, you generally want to have more difficult levels, more difficult maps, which means that you're kind of limited in how intense your songs. Your songs need to have a minimum level of intensity.
Yeah.
So like you're not going to be able to map a Daft Punk song into a tournament, because you know that's that's generally too low BPM, right?
Exactly. You have to put it in DT.
Yeah, exactly. Which, you know, with DT you already have a lot more flexibility. But the funny part is that generally speaking, custom artists don't really like it to have a like a DT slot.
Usually though, custom DTs are an art of their own, which I've looked into before, and I think they have their merit. It's just that usually artists don't really want their songs to be turned up 1.5 speed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's better to enjoy the song made in the original way it was intended.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Next, I'd like to move on to the post-production, I'd say, aspect of making music for tournaments. What it's like to communicate with mappers, if one wants to communicate with mappers more or less, and then GFX, all that stuff. Starting with mapping, Kushper, do you like talking to mappers?
Oh, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite things. So in one of my first projects for a tournament, which was Dag Cup, I think it was about 3 years ago now. It's a German tournament. Great guys, really amazing organizing. And they got a song of mine, which was a kind of a mashup. Well, it's a bootleg sort of Mendes combined with the rhythms of Sputnik by IIL. I sort of combined them together into one track. And then while I was still making that track, we got Down on board, the mapper Down, famous mapper. And so we talked a lot, and he actually had some pretty good feedback. He was like, hey man, this is so cool, but this last section, it's a bit boring. You know, can we get some more rhythms in there? And it was great to sort of get his opinion on what he needed to make a good map, right? Because mappers need to have their cues. They need to have enough material to work with. And I think that was sort of, well, I don't want to say an extreme case, but most other projects that I've done have been less mapper involved, I would say.
Yeah.
But even then, with some other projects, the mapper basically came in once the song was mostly done. But even then, it's great to talk to mappers to also make sure that they understand what you're going for with specific patterns. That's not always clear.
No.
Because as a musician, you know, you get so up in your own head. You think like, oh, this is obvious because you've heard it a million times.
Absolutely.
But not always is that heard
No,
by mappers.
Not
So,
at all. But yeah, I absolutely agree that mapper communication, I think, is one of the most slept on things in general. You know, musicians, a lot of musicians in the OS scene generally do play the game, or at least are familiar with the game, and in general could comment on mapping. And at least for me, I remember taking Beyond Reality as an example again, because that was back when I was less familiar with just generally what it's like to make customs, etc. Even though I couldn't comment on the mapping itself, I could still be helpful in other ways. Okay, I'm going to give this information to the mappers. I gave them sheet music for the rhythms and things like that, and things that ended up being helpful in the end. And I think open communication with the mappers is absolutely crucial and not something that should be sidestepped, because the map is a representation of the music. It's as important as the music, because it's the way that the music is going to be felt and consumed by the players.
Yeah, and I think, you know, talking as an OSU player myself, for me the maps that work absolutely the best in OSU are the ones that sort of complement a song, that allow you to really experience a song like you're hearing it for the first time again, right? Like you're dancing on the song,
exactly,
rather than maybe a map that is sort of imposing its own ideas with just using the song as a backdrop. I think
exactly,
like that would be the worst case scenario for if you're making your own custom song, because in the end we hope that people can enjoy the song, right? Also while playing, not just while listening, and then having a map that really showcases what's happening in the song. You know, that's the best case scenario. And in that case, it's best to have like a both ways connection between the mapper and a musician. But the cool thing is that from all the mappers that I've worked together with, all of them have been fantastic, and I'm super grateful to have worked together with them. But you know, they put a lot of time interpreting songs, and for them, they've always also really enjoyed working together with the musician, because for them it's a new opportunity where suddenly they have more of a say into the actual song itself.
Exactly, and just bouncing ideas back and forth, I think is absolutely amazing. We'll actually, I think, get back to the difference between customs with custom music and customs where you don't have a custom song in the background. I think that's an interesting discussion. I would like to move on to then like the rest of the things which are very important, but for example, GFX, what is it like? Obviously, it depends on what tournament you're working for and who does GFX, etc. But I believe it's very important to communicate also with designers.
Absolutely, and you know, it's been. I've seen a variety of outcomes within the projects I've worked on. Sometimes the tournament is like, okay, well, you're the musician and you're doing your corner, and then we do the rest, which is all right. But I think because you know, in a song, you're still communicating an idea, and it's the best way if the VFX can also reflect that same idea. You know, if you have the same vision as the person who is designing the VFX for the reveal and the background for the track, which is also really important, right? Let's not sleep on background of OSU beat maps. Like it's a huge part of the vibe, right? So you need something that matches it.
Yeah, and this is why I'm grateful for Vivi being amazing at communicating about designs, etc. Hello, Vivi in the crowd.
Hello, Vivi in the crowd.
And how important it is just to be talking with the VFX people and designers and like really get across what you want to convey with the song.
Yeah.
And you know, we went back and forth with Vivi a bunch about what we want to have, and also for the reveal video went back and forth a lot. You know,
Yeah.
I remember when we got the idea and like for what we were gonna do, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'll go film some videos in my nearby forest, and that's why the thing was filmed in Finland. That's
Yeah.
because the clips there were mine, and I think it just elevates so much to be able to have direct communication.
Well, and what I think is really cool, because this is also something that I think is super cool about the OSU community, which is also because it's kind of a self-made community, right? Like people are incentivized here to make their own things, because in the end, everything in the game is made by the community. So when I'm walking around COE here, there's a lot of artists that I'm talking to, you know, that are doing visual stuff, they're drawing really cool stuff. And I think one of the coolest things is that for so many of these custom tracks, the background art is also drawn by somebody from OSU, and the VFX, you know, like Vivi is also from OSU, obviously. But I've worked together with a lot of other artists as well, and they are also here from this community. So you have sort of like a combination of all these different, you know, types of art, and they're all coming together for one project, because I think mapping is absolutely an art as well. And to have that all in this community coming together is fantastic, and I think to get the most potential out of that is definitely by having it all be communicated together, be on the same line, you know, have the same vision, and then, wow, you know.
Exactly, and I'd also like to bring up hit sounding, which is also an art of its own.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
How amazing it can be. Of course, for Astrofly specifically, we had less communication with the hit sounder, but I've had cases where I've communicated actually a bunch with the hit sounder, and the hit sounder wanted this and this sound from the original song, and I think that's absolutely amazing when the hit sounders also want to make something that embodies the song, and that's absolutely amazing, and why I also really appreciate hit sounders.
Yeah, it's really cool how much they can add to the also the vibe of a song, and they put so much effort into it. You know, I think it's always a bit a bit sad that you know, most players will usually put custom hit sounds off. But these hit sounders put so much effort into making these hit sounds, especially when it's key sounded. It's crazy. So it's really cool what they're doing.
Quick for production, our monitor's not working. One last thing before we move on to more rhetorical stuff. Projects we'd like to do in the future, because you know, we've had our fair share of things and we all like our new experiences. Kushper, is there something you would like to do in the future?
Well, I think, you know, for me, I've been doing OC music now as sort of a side thing next to my studies. But fortunately, I actually graduated just a few weeks ago, which means I have a lot more time now. So I'm on the lookout for new projects. I have a lot more ideas as well, because I mean, this was more of a sort of like more, how do you say, yeah, like really EDM, right?
Yeah.
The track we made for the COE 1v1 tournament. But me myself, I think one of the special things I bring to the table is that I have a classical background as well. I walk in a lot of genres, and I think I can do some cool new stuff that maybe OC players haven't heard before. And you know, I could name specific tournaments that I would love to be part of, but I think that's not really what it's about. I think it's just about but adding more to this game, you know, because in the end, I've gained so much from this community, from playing it, and also from making music into it, and then giving something back is, I think, the best feeling ever, you know. And then coming here at COE and getting all the responses and seeing that everybody likes our track, you know, that's the best feeling in the world. So whatever shape it takes, I am going to be enthusiastically making more cool OSU tracks.
Same for me, and for me, I think it's the future for me is about branching out and also trying new things. It's always about trying new things and blending things together and maybe make a new interpretation of an existing genre. It's something I haven't done as much as I'd like yet, even though I've tried branching out and trying new things out, but it's really something I'd love to do. Experiment more, what can I blend in about what I've done before and like my background outside of electronic music with my electronic music knowledge. For example, I've just realized a few weeks ago, wait, I've been playing viola for like 14 years. I could probably maybe pick that viola back up and try that out in the music, and I've been experimenting with that. And for tournaments, kind of the same thing. I'd love to just try and be more out there, and maybe also for TOs, poolers, maybe maybe we can try to be more daring sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's break convention sometimes. I think that's one of the absolute best parts of custom music is that it's custom. It doesn't have to fit in a box. It can be its own thing.
Yeah, it can be new. It can be a cool new thing. Yeah. Cool.
Next, I think it would be great to talk about. Oh, we do have a question?
Yeah. So you guys talked a bit about mixing genres, but how do you make sure that it's not just in your song Kusper that you made for NDC? You said you mix two genres, and it's not just, okay, at the first part I do this genre, and then from this point onward I do this genre. And it's not just like two different songs played after each other. How do you like correctly mix them?
Yeah, well, that's a super interesting question. I think it's something that has no single answer. I think that there's many ways to go about. Like even switching genres in the middle of a track can be super interesting. But in general, the way that I did it with defragmentation with the NDC track was basically by using. So you know, in jazz you have a certain instrumentation. You know, you have your double bass, you have your drums, you have your piano, and then you have like a saxophone or something, right? Just the most typical jazz track. And therefore, for psytrance, you have your like rolling bass, and then you have your kick and your snare, and then you know you have a couple of other stuff above that, maybe like a cool string. And then the trick that I used is simply to take away like half of the instrumentation of my psytrance. So I said, okay, we're just gonna scrap everything except for the bass and the drum. And then from the jazz concept, I said, okay, well, take away everything except for the piano and the jazz drums. And then you sort of create this hybrid instrumentation thing, where you just need to know what you're doing in terms of like how does jazz work, how does the music theory behind jazz work, and how do you make that compatible with the way that psytrance works. So I wrote a piano solo, which is kind of works even when you put like a psytrance bass under it that is just holding one note. So how do you make a piano solo that sounds jazzy, but it still works with that psytrance bass, which is a very interesting challenge. But the cool thing is that by doing something like that, then you create a track that never existed before.
Absolutely. This is also, I think, from a technical aspect, it's great to know, because at the end of the day, there's not that much difference in how genres behave and how different types of music behave, because there's always this instrument will fill this part of the frequency spectrum and have this role. So double bass and drums versus kick drum and rolling bass. They fit the same frequencies, etc. Swap them, see what happens.
Yeah, it's the same DNA, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to talk about just genre switching and how you do genre switching properly, because that's maybe more of my background, and I've done good genre switches and absolutely horrible genre switches. I've done both. But I think it's about having an understanding of which genres work together well, which genres complement each other in that sense. You know, you're obviously most of the time not going to go from up-tempo hardcore to 140 BPM speed house. You know, that 80 BPM switch might be a bit difficult, but you know, sometimes that also can be doable. It's about knowing what the song needs and how the song is going to go. Do you want to catch people off guard? Is it a good time to catch people off guard?
Yep.
I've talked about this a bit more with some fellow artists recently about how you want, for a longer song, especially TBs, with TBs usually having a lot of genres and wanting to be different because, you know, TB has to test every skill set. You want to still reward the listener with either meeting or subverting expectations. At the start of the song, if you're setting something up, go with that setup. And then later on in the song, hey, let's try something different. Let's go another way. I think a good example of this for me is my track Final Call, with like a really speedy intro. You know, we're constantly speeding up. Then I'm teasing like a 4 on the floor, and then the first drop is psytrance. We go into up tempo, then we have a little break section, halftime, cool. Things move forward, it's pretty smooth, but then like after high tech, oh yeah, let's just switch to tear out all of a sudden. And that's like, yeah, let's do that. And it's really about having your finger on the pulse of the whole of the song while also understanding what works together.
And I think that the concept of You know, because that's kind of how music works in general, is you're always creating expectations. You know, I was talking about the energy curve before. So you're building up tension, and that is also a way of creating an expectation to the listener or player that that there's going to be a big release. You know,
Exactly.
it's going to be more intense.
If I can bring up Astrophyllite again for a second, a good example of this is in the first sort of like breather section where we have like this big cadence right after like this really flowy, smooth, organic, melodic neuro drop, and then you have this like chord, and then psytrance build up, except that we're actually not doing psytrance. We're going to do something completely different, and I think that's a great way to subvert the expectations. You're doing 2 bars of psytrance, you're like, oh yeah, this is what's going to coming up next. We're going to get a big like 174 on the floor. You're like, yeah, and then bam, okay, let's do something different this time.
Yeah, and I think that you can sort of make a comparison to having a good joke versus a bad joke. As in, you cannot just create a joke by making something that would subvert expectations, right?
Exactly.
Like, good absurdist humor is also because it needs to work. It needs to be a good subversion. You need to make a song that pulls the rug under you, but in a way where you think like, oh, that was smart, that was cool, you know? Because I also know songs where it gets annoying. I'm like, why are you trolling me? Like, you're rage baiting me, bro.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and this is one of its own arts. Great question. Now I'd like to move on to the future because, of course, custom music has its state currently and has conventions, etc. But I think there's a lot to be discussed about things that could be changed or improved or something we could maybe have more discussions about. The first thing I would like to bring up is generally the role of custom music, I would say, in a tournament. What does it mean for there to be custom music? It's a very interesting topic, and what we talked about earlier, where custom music implies a custom map that makes the song, that embodies the song and that goes with that, compared to a more typical map based on another song where maybe we can be more like slot centered and like we need to test this and this skill set and maybe just like get the rhythms from the song.
Yeah, and I think that's it's a thing that sort of works both ways because as a musician you have a sort of idea of like, well, I'm gonna do something in this genre because this is the type of musician that I am, obviously. And then the poolers are also like, well, we want to have this type of slot, but at the same time, customs are the most interesting when you're not doing exactly what is expected for a typical slot, right? So I think that it's something that comes from the musicians as well as the poolers, like both expectations combining, actually.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And to add to that, if I could remember my point, more generally, I think there's a real richness in I'm having a blackout. Do you have something more to say?
Yeah. Well, I think that so making music for Osu, making custom tracks. In any case, it's a huge thing for us. It takes a long time, and I think that that what we always hope for as musicians is we want to, I don't want to sound egotistic, but we want to be seen. We want our song to be appreciated. And I think one of the dangers is where some things can be a little bit glossed over too easily.
Yeah.
For example, something that we can find that is like a bit annoying whenever that happens is if there's a reveal of a song, for a map pool showcase, and then if the hit sounds are louder than the track, then it's very difficult to hear the track. And then it's like, no, it's our moment to shine.
Exactly.
But we can only hear the hit sounds.
This is something I've dug into recently because it's so weird because obviously convention says hit sounds are very important. They're the way that players get their footing in the rhythms, what's being asked for them in the game. But then when you think about it, hit sounds are clashing with a song technically while they're still there and they're important. I again appreciate hit sounds so much, but in the context of a reveal, you have these two elements which are at similar volumes, and they're fighting for space in the same places. Especially great hit sounds fit the song super well, and that's kind of the danger in a certain way because yeah, they fit the song super well. So like in a replay, you're gonna have like these two elements which are fighting for the same space, and it's, I think, something that could be interesting to discuss because obviously this is a very like player-centered scene who is making the reveals, etc. And like maybe okay, well you have this very labor-intensive thing that while of course a custom song is nothing without the custom map, and it's just as important for a tournament. While with it being so labor-intensive and being a piece of art that can stand on its own, I think for me at least, I believe it'd be great to maybe get into discussion like, hey, could we maybe think about maybe giving the song a bit more space in the first reveal, and then after that we can dial it down and move on to other things.
Yeah, and I think that this is not a discussion that is specifically about hit sounds.
Absolutely.
And we're certainly not here to complain because we're very happy for all the projects we've done.
Don't even get me started.
I think the point that we're trying to get across is that as musicians we work so many hours on our music, and then so if there is a moment to really shine, to have the focus on the music first and foremost, I think that makes us very happy. Because sometimes all the focus can be just on the gameplay.
Absolutely.
And that's it. And of course, gameplay only comes from the music,
Absolutely.
right? So the music is still the core. But sometimes it feels a little bit glossed over, I guess.
But this is something I think a great thing for people to think about, and also, again, I'd like also to move on to discussions about, for example, compensation, how compensation is handled. And one almost dissonant thing about making music for this amazing scene is that this scene is very grassroots. We're talking about people stringing together relatively small amounts of money, and that you want to have a prize pool, you want to have nice GFX, and you want to have music. And that's, I think, a bit of a discussion that should be had about what standards are we setting for rates.
Exactly, because well, it's interesting because most tournaments are basically based on volunteer work, right? Like all the hosts and all the map poolers, they're usually not being compensated for anything, and they're just doing it for the love of the game. And I have absolutely massive respect for all the tournament hosts and all the people who are organizing those. I've hosted Baby Bracket myself, a Dutch tournament. I've had a lot of fun with that, so I know what's in that. I know how much time it takes. But there is a fundamental difference between being a volunteer and doing something that you really love versus when that thing is your profession and you do need to be paid for it because you do need to have food on the table.
Exactly.
I think in a very concrete way.
Yeah, and I think this is where I think our differences can show up. For example, where I'm still doing this on the side while I like making music and I love to make things for bigger and bigger projects. I don't need, this isn't like something I'm relying on as much as, for example, you, Kushper, who have graduated now. This is like something you're looking to do as your profession, absolutely.
Absolutely, and I'm still from the OSU scene. I still understand what tournament hosts want and what they need and what I can expect from them. But especially if you're going to reach out to people from outside the scene who are professional musicians, they're just going to be like, okay, well, this is how much time it's going to take. I'm going to get a good hourly rate. Tax is going to get deduced, whatever. And that's going to be expensive. And this is not just specifically about OSU. I think that in general, there is a pretty big issue where musicians need to ask quite a sum of money, but less and less people are willing to pay that amount.
Exactly.
And that's a problem, because as musicians we still need to have enough money in order to keep working.
Absolutely. There's a difference between a teenager or a young adult who's making music on the side while they're doing something else in their free time and is just getting a plus from the money they're making with music compared to someone who's doing this at their job and has really invested a lot of time into it. And it's something that might be in the future something that could be taken a bit more into consideration. And there's a discussion about the standards that are being set depending on who's making the music, etc.
Yeah, and for myself, and I think also for you, the role has more been less about compensation. We're not doing this to grind money. That would be a bit inefficient. But it's also about all the other benefits that come with making an OSU track, like working together with the mapper, working together with the VFX, and then, I think that there's a huge bonus that comes with doing projects like this, because when I do self-publishing of music that is not related to OSU or whatever, it's like, okay, well, I've made a song, I hope you can listen to it, please, and you have to find an audience for it. Wow, that's like a whole thing in and of itself. That can take years. Whereas in Osu, it's like, here is your audience, you know, here are the people that are going to play your song, and here are the people that are going to watch this tournament, you know. And I mean, for our project here at COE, it's like, okay, cool, we have our music in, bam, everybody at COE, well, a lot of people at COE, they saw it.
Exactly, it's a massive stage.
It's a massive stage, and so for us, the benefit is less about that money, less about the compensation, and more about being seen and the joy of doing a project like that. But you know, I'm be very idealistic about that. But at the end of the day, money is still important.
Yeah, and exposure doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why we only see the really big tournaments reaching out to like bands and stuff, right? Because those are usually a lot more stringent about their compensations. And that's also why I think, to come back to that earlier question, why we see that Osu customs are generally more limited to EDM, because those are usually the people that can afford to be compensated less.
Exactly.
And they are the only ones able to do that, right? Because, for example, if you're going to commission a band, then the band is like, well, you're going to have to pay for the studio time and, you know, for the instruments, whatever, you know, like.
It adds up quick.
There needs to be money for that.
Exactly.
But the reality is that the tournament host, you know, I am friends with many of them, they're going to have to pay it out of their own pocket. And I understand that you're not going to, like, they already pay for the prize pool and for everything else. And how are you going to be able to also pay a hefty sum for a big track, you know?
Exactly.
Like, it makes sense that that is not going to happen. So that's why I think this specific type of EDM custom is now kind of more common. That's kind of the way that things work, where it still makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think the last thing we could talk about the future is maybe how cookie cutter maybe making music for certain slots tends to be, and bringing up, I think, tiebreakers especially, where I think there could be. Actually, can we get a question first?
Like this.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I had a question from Mango. Yeah. Right. Okay. There was a question from Mango Miser, who unfortunately had to leave early. So I'm just gonna read this verbatim.
Yes.
Artists and designers are usually offered monetary compensation for their skill and time spent in delivering a product. However, mappers rarely receive a share, even though they contribute significantly towards the creative process of delivering a beat map experience. Do you think mappers would be justified in feeling that their efforts are valued differently compared to their creative peers? And in an ideal world where the budget was functionally uncapped, how would you proportion the spending on music, design, and mapping?
Wow.
Great question. First of all, I think mappers should be compensated.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not even a question. It's as much of an artistic process as any other artistic process.
Absolutely.
The question of ratios, how much would one pay? I think that should come down to just time spent. I think that's really what it ends up at, probably.
For sure. I think another element as well, because, you know, when you're paying a professional musician, you're also paying for their experience and how much they've, you know, how much they've learned about that.
Yes.
Some of them have studied at various schools. You know, and then you're also sort of like compensating for that, which is not specific for Osu. I'm talking about, you know, being in the music world in general.
Yeah.
And so, you know, also for us as musicians, there is also a difference between somebody who decided to pick up on producing in their spare time and they've started and they're still doing it like an amateur thing, versus we're hiring a professional band, right? There's a difference there, and it makes sense that there should also be some compensation in that.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing, I think, is that, you know, because mappers are certainly not doing that like, you know, just, they don't have experience, they make something. Like, I know mappers, and they take years to reach that skill level.
Oh, absolutely. Even looking at the mappers who've worked for the COE 1v1 tournament, absolutely amazing, incredibly talented mappers.
Yeah, and, you know, shout out Mir, shout out Wispy. Both of them are absolutely fantastic. And their skill is, I think, absolutely essential, because the way that our song works, it has so many complicated ideas in it. And also the requirements from the map poolers have been gigantic, because it needs to be difficult enough for the 1v1 tournament, right? So
exactly.
How do you manage that? And I think they managed it fantastically. So absolutely amazing amount of skill required there, and that they have absolutely displayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think to go back to the ratios, unfortunately, it's hard to give a specific answer. I think it should just, it depends on the workload of every single step. You know, obviously someone should get compensated based on the time spent, but also maybe what their position is with how they're doing music. Is it a side thing? Is it their own thing? Same thing for mappers. How much time are the mappers putting in? It's very different to make a no mod 1 versus a tiebreaker. And I think GFX as well, you know, it's a, you know, are we making a cover? Are we making a reveal video? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? It's very difficult to give specifics.
Well, I think what I've noticed by talking also to featured artists and to musicians who are active in OSU, which I think is interesting, is that there's also a big difference in how long people take to make music.
Yes.
And I think that's dependent also on, I guess, how much you're trying to explore new things.
Yes.
And you know, because whenever you're doing something really new in music, you kind of have to reinvent the wheel a bit, and that always takes more time. So whenever I'm making a song that in a genre that I've already worked on, it takes twice as short,
exactly.
right? Whereas with this collab, it was my first collab ever, and I've never done bass music. So for me, it's been over 100 hours easily just for this project.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, hard to gauge, but I think we're both of the opinion that mappers, I'd say, in an ideal world, absolutely everyone who is working in tournaments should be compensated for their work. Why creatives get valued a bit more, I think for music, for example, is just that music takes so much time.
People underestimate how much time it takes.
Yeah, and it depends. Obviously, it depends on who's making it, and to each their own style. Some people make a song in a week. Some people make a song in 2 months. So it depends, but music takes a lot of time. I wouldn't underestimate GFX either, and I wouldn't underestimate mapping either. But I think that's the reason the standard of music being compensated while mapping isn't necessarily is just that specific thing of the difference in workload.
Yeah, and I think that we kind of have to give a sort of more generalized answer also because me personally, I'm not that deep into VFX, and I have done tournament maps in the past. I've mapped myself, but I am not a world-class level mapper, and I don't know how long those guys take to make a fantastic map. So
Exactly.
I cannot really go into specifics there. You know,
Same here.
I don't want to yap about stuff that I don't know too much about.
Exactly. To go back to my earlier thing before the question about whatchamacallit, cookie cutter stuff and the let's say standards of OSU tournaments.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. I think this is something we could think more about in the future. Maybe I think this is more for TOs and poolers, encourage people to try new stuff if there's space for that. I'd say I brought up tiebreakers especially because tiebreakers, I think, feel especially cookie cutter. In my experience as well, making tiebreakers, while I've tried to reinvent the wheel in some cases, it's something where you still kind of end up, well, I have to do this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing.
Yeah, because tournament mappers, map poolers, they have this requirement. You know, the tiebreaker should test this skill set. You know, there should be streams, there should be big jumps, there should maybe be an alt section, right? And of course, because it's a tiebreaker, it also carries the hype factor. It needs to be hype,
Exactly.
especially near the end. It needs to have this sort of aura. Needs to have this aura.
Exactly.
And you know, as a musician, I think one of the big challenges is that you're always managing a lot of factors, right?
Yeah.
For yourself, like, okay, how do I keep all these instruments sounding good? How do I do this? The energy curve, like I talked about. I love talking about the energy curve. The good rhythms, right? And the map poolers need to have these requirements, especially for a tiebreaker. There are so many requirements. And then I think that because most customs are in the EDM field, and then you're, as a musician, you're bombarded with all these different requirements, and you're trying to manage all of them. A lot of people take a rather safe route where they basically do similar things to previous tiebreakers, and they always do a genre switch, and they always have the same types of genres near the end, and this one near the beginning, and it gets a little bit predictable. And that is not something that I would blame musicians for necessarily. I don't think it's necessary to blame anybody for that.
No.
But I think that the point that we're trying to get across is that there is more potential in seeing like cool, unique
Exactly.
ways of creating this sort of like final challenge
Absolutely.
for a map pool, where it doesn't end up where the musician feels like they have to do the same thing as previous musicians.
Untapped potential, I think, is the name of the game, and that I think the TB slot in general could be reimagined in a lot of ways. Maybe the TB, while it's great to have a very even playing field, maybe sometimes we could lean more into this, lean more into that.
I had a discussion with Mir like a week ago about tiebreakers as well, and I think because I started playing back in 2014, and I think that there was a specific type of aura that like the old OWC like final tiebreakers had, like Furiosa Melodia, or Azure Arbitrator, right? Like those types of maps that you don't really see that in custom TBs nowadays, because it's always EDM genre switches, which is not what those songs are at all. But they have their own sort of aura, their own feeling that I think is super unique. And I wonder what a modern TB would sound like when it just stays to one genre and tries to tell one long story, and doesn't fall into the cliche of a lot of tiebreakers.
Exactly.
Do. Like I would love to see that. You know, that would be amazing.
So to all TOs out there, to all poolers out there, if you're willing to take the risk, let's try something new as well.
Because I think that musicians themselves are always looking for new ways to shine, right? Because as a musician, I think one thing that you don't want is to make something that is like similar to other works within the same field, where it isn't really noticeable, right?
Yeah.
You always want to get a new idea, like a new concept, where you think like, okay, well, this people are gonna love that.
Exactly.
So musicians are open for that. So if you give a musician the space, they will always take that, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we can get into our final segment pretty open. I would first like to invite Kushper to talk about what you had in mind here.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say that I think, well, you know, for me personally, I have had I think a beautiful journey so far within OSU, starting as a player. A few years ago, I think about 5 years ago now, I started to make these funny little mashups because I kept noticing that some OSU tracks had the same chord progressions. So I combined them. And this was like the weirdest combinations, where there was like an anime song, I think it was called Anime Ban, classic, farm map. And you had Valley of the Veil, which is a cool metal map that is also a farm map nowadays. And I noticed that these songs, for some reason, they have like a 16 chord progression, like a really long progression, identical. So I just combined them together. And that was really fun, and then people made maps out of that. And that sort of got the ball rolling for me, where I thought like, well, this is kind of cool, but can I also do something myself? So that's how I started doing custom tracks. And for me, I've been able to shine through that and to find all these new projects, meet more people within OSU. And I think COE itself has been instrumental in that, where this is my 4th year now here, and every time I talk to so many new people, and I get so much input about music. But I think to sort of generalize that, I think what I really want to say is that OSU is a very, very unique space, like the community. It's all grassroots, you know, all the maps are made by the community itself. The tournaments are also organized by the community itself. So in general, there is a vibe where people are incentivized to try their own things, you know? I think that's what grassroots is all about in this case. And I think that as any type of creator, there is enormous potential for you to grow within OSU, where people want to see new creators and, and combining forces, you know, for these tournaments. And I think that because I know quite a few people within OSU, players that are also doing their own music projects, you know, and they're also trying new things, and they're learning how to produce. And then this community is so perfect for that, because they're automatically getting maps in, and then, you know, people are playing that. And, you know, if you don't do that in a community like that, you're just starting by yourself. That's tough.
Exactly.
I've been there. It's difficult. Because often people don't really care.
Yeah.
And so OSU is unique in that regard. It's a community that is absolutely a fertile ground for new work. So I think that I wanted to say that if you're making music yourself and you're learning production, I think that you should definitely try to do stuff within OSU and see if you can interact, if you can find people that are interested in it, see if you
Absolutely.
can find projects. And you can learn so much, you know. And I want to say as well that, you know, because there's many musicians active within OSU, featured artists or not, and we also talk with each other. You know, I was fortunate enough to meet Nico during my NDC time, and I've met many other musicians as well that are working on their own tracks in different projects. And I've been able to talk with them and to get feedback from them and to learn so much from them. And that has been absolutely amazing for me, and I've been able to grow so much because of that. So what I want to say is that if you make your own music within OSU, this is your chance, you know? Like, contact me, like message me on Discord or Nico or other musicians, and we're happy to help you.
Exactly.
We can all help each other become better.
Exactly, and especially with the game slowly pivoting to more and more licensed music, we need more creatives. We need more creatives, and you have to be talking to more people. You have to make friends, make connections. That's the richness of this community. There's so many beautiful people, so much connection to be found. It's absolutely amazing.
It's absolutely amazing, and what you're saying, this is the perfect time for it as well.
Absolutely.
With OSU looking for new content, there's so many new tournaments coming in. The player base is still growing, I think, since I checked. There's so much interest for it, and if you, I think I can talk more broadly than music. I think if you're just making creative stuff within OSU, even if it's like visual or mapping as well, of course, this is the time. This is your moment. And you know, don't be shy. Reach out, talk to people, network. This is, I think, one of the best worlds that you can be in order to grow for that. And I've had a remarkable journey in that, and I think you've had as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, we've both had our own ways, which ended up on this couch here where we're talking to you, and we are absolutely honored to do that. But I think our message is an uplifting one, where we want to say that we can all reach that. We can all,
exactly.
If you want to make music, this is your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think we could do a few shout-outs. I want to shout out the entire COE team, the tech crew behind the couch, the people who are not here right now, the people who've already left, everyone. It's been amazing. I want to thank everyone who made all the custom songs this year possible. I would absolutely love to shout out all the custom musicians. Obviously, we're here, but Xenjay's made an amazing song. Kyutatsuki made an amazing song. Miro and Wispy matched our song, but also we had so many mappers. I'm so sorry I don't remember their names, but on other maps, and absolutely amazing via a GFX by Vivi also, who was here. Thank you to everyone here. It's been an amazing COE so far. For me, it's my first one. For Kushper, it's his first one. So, you know, to each their own. But I want to thank everyone involved in this.
Yeah, and you know, if you're playing OSU and you're watching this, realize just how much this community is based on the people here, the creatives that are making all of this stuff possible. So, you know, if you like an OSU track, listen to it on Spotify or something. You know, put it in your playlist.
Exactly.
You know, appreciate it because it's something really special. I think something super unique here. Yeah.
Absolutely. Before we wrap up, I'd like to ask if there are any more questions. If you have anything you'd want to ask or to anything you'd want to know about us. Here we have one question.
Like this.
All right, that should be fine. Hi, I have plenty of questions actually, but maybe I'll start with the most interesting one, because I was wondering from your perspective, because I know this is depending on the artist, do you actually find having boundaries set on the song that you need to create limiting or actually helpful in music creation? Because I'm wondering if, for example, you need to have a no mod 2. Somebody is requesting that specifically. Do you find it limiting in what genre and speed and type of instruments you're using? Or do you actually enjoy that kind of challenge where you actually have to do something interesting within those set of rules?
First of all, I think we should keep our answers brief to not go too far, but context dependent for me?
Yeah, well, I think so. You know, there's a general saying that says that that limitations are what makes great art.
Yeah.
You know, many great art has been created under extreme limitations. So for me personally, when I think about Number 2 is a great example of a slot that really has specific requirements. And I think that that's great because then you have a clear idea as an artist what the expectation is for what kind of rhythms are we going to have, what BPM are we going to have. And this is sort of an invitation, like, hey, with these requirements, can I do something cool? You know, can I think outside of the box?
Absolutely. I think the map slot is one of the best limitations you can give. While I do have my thoughts about map slots, etc., I think out of all the restrictions you can give, it's one of the best ones because it still leaves so many doors open.
I think the only exception, the issue with that as well is that then you have all your slots in your pool, and then what if there's a song, like a custom song that is not within any of those boundaries? Like those songs don't really happen, which is, you know, when I made Defragmentation, which was for last year's NDC, it was cool because it was sort of opposite way around, where I made the track, and it was kind of a weird track. I don't know where it would fit, and they were like, I guess we'll do normal 6. And it was a weird normal 6, but like in a cool way, and people really love the map. It's really like a new thing. So that cannot happen if everything is strictly by like slot pooling standards. And also another disadvantage I think is because I've also done stuff that was where it was clear that it needed to be for a specific slot, which is cool, but if it's too strict, then it can really piss me off, because if the map pooler is like, well, you're not allowed to use that rhythm because I want it to be like that, then it can go a bit too far. But in my opinion, it hasn't really happened. Generally speaking, people are very chill. So
they are.
So generally, I do not really mind the slot pooling being put on the musician, the requirement.
Yeah, it's very context dependent, but I think restrictions as a more general, as a broad idea are, I think, what does make the art. It gives you a kind of a goal. Okay, we have this restriction, whether it's a map slot, whether it's I want to try something like this, I want to try this genre. Restrictions make the thing, but...
And it makes it a bit easier as well, especially, well, you know, sometimes you just have ideas and you're just, you know, it's like, oh, I want to make this track, I'm going to find the tournament in order to make it.
Exactly.
But also in a lot of other cases, you don't have that, and in that case, it's nice to have a direction, because if then somebody says like, yo, man, just cook something, and it's like, well, what am I supposed to cook then? You know, do you want a dessert? Do you want a soup? Do you want some linguine? I don't know. What am I supposed to do now? So
do you just want a fruit plate? Like, what do you want?
So sometimes getting direction is great.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah, here.
Yes, I wanted to go a bit further about like map and the song association. Are there like always concerns about like the song like turning out good, but then the map turning out bad, badly received, or just not fitting in the pool, and then it's being very badly received? Like, are there most of the time like concerns about that, or is like the community just like always separating those?
Well, I've personally not have had negative experiences in that regard. Generally speaking, everything has been very positively received, and I think that's an interesting thing to mention. I think that's because map poolers have been very good at finding the right mapper for the song.
I agree.
And you know, like I think Mir and Wispy has been the perfect pick for Astrophyllite.
Absolutely.
And for my previous tracks, this has also been true. I've been able to work with amazing mappers. Generally, we're getting like the top of the A class. We're getting really nice mappers. Shout out to all the tournament people who are making that possible. But you know, I do know of examples where I see a custom track where I think the map is sometimes not going for the same thing as the song. I mentioned an example before where, well, it's not an example, but I mentioned that sometimes a map will basically superimpose its own ideas on top of a song that may not have those ideas already, in which case the map is more about expressing itself rather than the song. And I think, you know, I've been following the mapping Twitter for quite a while now, and there's deep discussions where mappers are like, how do you handle that? You know, is that acceptable? Can we do that or not? I think a great example is some of the ZTS tracks are super cool, but they are only about that energy curve, and the rhythm is just ticka. And then some mappers are just like, okay, I'm gonna make my own rhythms and my own ideas. I'm gonna make my own little motifs in the rhythm, and that can be amazing. But then you need a song that has the space for that. And ZTS tracks are, you know, they are made for another game, for Umineko.
Exactly.
And it serves as the background for that game. So it's like music that's a little bit more laid back. It doesn't want to take up all your concentration. But I think generally Osu custom tracks are always very intense. It's like right in your face. So generally, in that case, the mapper does not have a lot of room to also add their own information, their own ideas of rhythm into it. But then if you do that, then it starts to basically superimpose. Then it starts to take away space from the song itself. And I think that is something that, as musicians, we don't like to see.
Yeah.
But fortunately, that hasn't happened. Glad to say
No.
that.
And I think in the case that happens, people either separate or they don't. There's no real control over it. And, you know, not every single thing's a hit. But I would agree with Kushper that poolers absolutely, at least in my experience, and I think yours too, have been amazing at picking mappers.
Yeah, and I think that because mappers really like to work with artists as well, right?
Yeah,
like normally
absolutely.
they don't. Normally it's just a song that already exists.
It's an opportunity.
So it's an opportunity for them as well, and they usually take it super seriously. They are absolutely locked in. They want to try their absolute best. Yeah, I'm super grateful for that, to get such energy for a project. You
Absolutely.
know, that's the best feeling.
And as we pass over to the next day here in Sertogenbosch, the Netherlands, at COE, I think this is a good place to wrap this panel up. Thank you for all of you who came here this late. If you have any other questions, I think we'll still have a little time to answer them here off stream.
Yep.
Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream. You're amazing. Again, thank you to the tech crew. Thank you to everyone who's doing everything at COE. Both of us will be here the entire week.
Yeah.
Feel free to come say hi. We hope you enjoy all of the customs in the 1v1 tournament, hoping that they get played, absolutely. First matches are on Thursday, I believe.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy them so much.
Thank you to everyone, and we hope you have a great night,
Yeah.
or whatever time of day it is in your time zone.
Yeah, and if you make any music, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear more about you, and you know, let's help each other.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
night.
you so much. Have a great night.
Hello? Is this the Kata Kata Wooting Club? I guess I got the wrong room. Just my luck on my first day at Uwu High School.
Eh? Hey man, you must be Marco, the new transfer student, right?
Yeah, that's me. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sander, the club rep of the Kata Kata Wooting Club. Come on in.
Yeah, I always loved gaming and keyboards, so I thought this would be a great club for me. Look, this is my keyboard.
It's a nice keyboard, but I think you can do better. Let me show you what I got.
Sugoi! A wooting?
This is my Wooting 60 HEV too. Pretty awesome, right?
Man, I wish I had a Wooting myself.
Well, Marco, you don't have to worry, because we have a very special club member.
Hello.
What is that?
I'm Switchy. I'm so happy to meet you, Marco.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
A true gamer needs the blessing of rabbit trigger and adjustable actuation to reach their full potential. Are you ready to become a true gamer?
I will do my best. Gambarimasu! Man, this game f***ing sucks. The things you have to do for the eroge buff. I miss you, HVIC.